Welcome back, everyone, to Game Over Cancer in support of the Canadian Cancer Society. I'm Sal Kuthmine. I'm your host here tonight, and we've had a couple incredible runs just now. We have another incredible run about to start. And before I jump to that, though, there's a theme of this next run all about working together and cooperation. And I just want to highlight the cooperation that has happened so far this event. Together, we have raised $3,477 for the Canadian Cancer Society. And, because of the work that they do, cancer rates, like survival rates, have increased dramatically, 64% in general for Canadians who have been diagnosed to live 5 years past their diagnosis, which is huge. And so cooperation, working together is such an incredible thing. And you know what? We're less than $30 away from $3,500. There we go. I'm so excited about cooperation. I'm having trouble with numbers today. We're super close. I know we can get that met during this run. But speaking of this next run, we have two lovely runners here, Ellie and Ultro, here to show us a game that came out really recently, a game that I know next to nothing about. I'm super excited to see. It is time for Split Fiction Inbounds. Take it away.
Hello everybody, how are you doing? I'm Ellie. I'm going to be running as Mio, or the left side of the screen. I'll also be running with Ultro.
Hello. I'll be running as Zoe on the right-hand side of the screen.
And we'll also have Zelen here as well as commentary.
Hi. I'll be helping out, basically.
So if you do have any questions in chat that you want to ask for the speedrun at all, about any movements or anything, we might not be able to see it in chat, but Zelen will check it for us and ask us if you have any questions as well as just general chats, and we might explain how we do certain things and what's happening next and whatnot. As you can see at the top of the screen, there is some flashing lights warnings. There's a particular one about 2.5 hours into the run, so do watch out for that. We'll also announce it when that's going to happen, but just as a warning for everybody. But are we all ready to go?
I know I'm ready.
Zay, ready to go for me.
Okay. So timing starts the moment I click play chapter. And here we go. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so we're skipping a couple of cutscenes here just to get started. For anyone who hasn't seen the game before, we are two writers getting published in a new system that is like deep dive reality, which is really cool, but it's actually stealing all of our creative ideas. And imagine giving one company the creation of all like media in existence ever. Bad idea. So our whole idea is we're two complete strangers. Oh, I missed it. Okay.
So did
I. Two complete strangers. We accidentally fell into the same subspace bubble. We weren't supposed to. So we're causing glitches. We need to go hunt some glitches down, so we can get out of this. But here, what we're doing is we're standing on top of this door here, so we can jump over this before the wall gets too high to get a checkpoint to skip the tutorial on your dashing and dodging attacks and whatnot.
Quite a long tutorial.
It is quite a long tutorial, so it's definitely better for us to skip it completely.
Such is the way for speedrunning.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're gonna be pretty much skipping everything that we can. Small little tricks here and there will get, enough speed for us to push through. Unfortunately, got a bad cycle on the door there.
It happens.
It happens. Can't really predict where it's gonna be.
And the sort, I would say, for this game, right?
Yeah, there's quite a bit. You'll actually see sometimes I'm on the wrong side. What am I doing?
Actually, I think I was on the wrong side.
That's so fun. We do have a double jump. We have a dash. You'll see us do some dashes with spaces in between. There is a second dash, which is the roll there, which I just did. That roll is a little bit slower to do than just spacing out your dashes, so we're trying to perfectly space out the dashes to not get the slow down roll. I still can't do inputs there. I don't know why. It's so sad.
I think it just forces the player 2 to be delayed.
Yeah, it just forces it to be delayed to like really see what you're meant to be doing there. You're waiting for like the split screen to disappear as well. But here we're going to do a little bit of a death walk. So we're going to dodge 5 missiles, and then we're going to just jump off the ship. Only one player does this, because if both people do it, it just sets you back. Once we get to the next part, the ship will fall down, and the moment I hit the water here, that's a checkpoint, which we restart from checkpoint and teleporting both players downwards. Which is really cool. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck.
Still no sign of the glitch.
There's some pretty cool hidden movement tech in this game as well. For example, if you do the second dash and do the roll, if you press jump and hold jump during that section, you actually, oh my god. You'll actually do an extended jump, which is longer than your standard jumps. This part here, it likes to just eat your jump. So you have to take that like super slow. Really sad.
I feel like you will see over the course of the run, the game will decide that you are going down now for fun.
Yeah.
Does have a few spots like that.
There we go, let's hijack this ship and get out of here.
Pause check. Wait for it.
Wait for it, wait for it. Zoe's very new to this, so if you haven't seen this, Mir, the left screen, writes a lot of sci-fi stuff. This is very sci-fi-esque. Whereas Zoe on the right screen writes fantasy, which you'll see here in just a moment. We're about to swap over to fantasy. So there's definitely a lot of people that are going to, you know, pick which ones you prefer more. I personally like Mir's sections. They're a lot more action-packed. Keep the tempo high. Whereas the fantasy is more chilled back, relaxed. Not much really happening. But there's so much happening at the same time. It's quite interesting. Very, very cool thing. A lot of different art styles in this game as well.
And someone as Mir likes blowing things up.
I mean, who doesn't? We're just gonna quickly skip this elevator here. Get far enough to move the camera around. Restart from checkpoint to skip that elevator completely because the elevator is slow and I didn't jump high enough.
I remember originally there was a path there that involved going off the screen.
Yeah, going off the screen, climbing like
blind.
Yeah, blind parkour across the housetop and yada yada, and you have to get to the end just in a certain time frame, otherwise the game just kills you. Turns out you don't need to do that, you just get a good jump.
just jump that off.
So the entire rest of this section is definitely going to be like just getting from point A to point B. So I have heard that there's a little bit of backlog in donations, so feel free to do a little bit of donations if you would like, Sal.
Awesome, because I have a super exciting announcement. We have passed $3,500 for the Canadian Cancer Society. Thank you all for your donations. We first have $25 from Sam UK. Sadly can't stay for the run since it's 3 a.m., but you got this. Indeed, I believe that these two runners have got this. And we have $9 from a tea tree. Please put $4 to Mega Man 5 and $5 to Mega Man 4. Because as we all know, 4 is greater than 5. I am very good at math. You know what? That checks out to me. That makes sense. That is a reference to a bid war that's currently open. Decision for tomorrow. Is the runner going to play Mega Man 4 or Mega Man 5? Right now, Mega Man 4 is in the lead by $11. So you can change that super easily. We also have a couple other bid wars open for tomorrow, including the Super Metroid Kill or Save the Animals bid war, an absolute classic. Oh, and as well, $10 from Chronically Bouncy Bun Buns. Break the tie, Mega Man 4. Oh, so that's who's responsible for pushing Mega Man 4 into the lead. You can help that, or you can push 5 back into the lead. Up to you.
Good timing. So we just finished off the first, basically tutorial section of getting used to your movement and being quick to dodge all the damage and whatnot. And this is the first main chapter of the game. Very, very cool sci-fi with gravity shifting. So if you do get a little bit of motion sick through the gravity shifting, I am sorry. There's not much I can really do about that. It's just how the game is, but the gravity shifting isn't too bad in compared to their previous game, It Takes Two, which I think we skipped almost entirely in that game.
Almost entirely. There's a bit of sideways gravity shenanigans.
Yeah. So we're just gonna try and skip through this, get through that door. Unfortunately, the one reason why I don't like that skip there is it skips the best line in the game. We are avenging the fall of society.
She's so serious about it.
It's so great.
It's so good.
Mind you, over a parking ticket.
Yes.
Wasn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah, over
Yeah,
parking
yeah.
tickets, yeah.
Yeah, about that.
Relatable, honestly.
So throughout the game, you're going to see us restart from checkpoint quite often. It's just faster than waiting for certain cutscenes that the game doesn't classify as cutscenes. And sometimes you can just restart from checkpoint during a cutscene. Which is, again, just faster. No! Come back! Oh, I got it!
The best voice lines are the Monkey King. Thank you, Tedley. Very cool.
Oh, absolutely. The Monkey King that you're gonna see a bit later is very cool.
Considering that Raider wants to extract all of our ideas, does this mean we'll go through all of them?
So again, we're just trying to traverse through everything as fast as we can. Trying to get everything perfectly timed for keeping us both moving at the same time.
Let me just borrow this.
Da bomb homie indeed. Cool little mirror tech coming up right here. If I get this right. Oh, I do not. That's okay. I didn't get stuck, that's the important part. There we go. Don't need to go through this truck at all. I'm getting my dashes completely wrong here. Oh, never mind. Now I'm stuck. That is unfortunate.
Pop the
You
hat.
get to watch the backflip again.
There we go. That's better. That's a better launch. Jump over that invisible wall. I missed that? Oh, I was slightly off. That's so sad. Okay, that's good. There we go. There it is.
There we go.
That's the fire truck skip. I love that skip. It's so awful. It took me the longest time to be able to get it, unfortunately.
Didn't want me to grab it.
Why would anyone want to live in the city? It's so loud and dirty. The countryside.
So we're gonna get into our first little fight sequence where we can actually fight back.
It dims all the stars at night. Stars. Come on.
And of course, the fun part for Mia is she can actually gravity warp to enemies. So I don't need to grab the grapples that are on all of these cars very conveniently. Woo! You almost killed me. There we go.
That was close.
For anyone wondering, we are also running on reduce enemy damage, as it is an accessibility setting that has been allowed for the speedrun. Just makes things a little bit more streamlined in, you know, everything is faster, we don't really need to worry about damage unless it is guaranteed to one-shot us. Which there are some attacks in the game that still do, we just need to watch out for that, that's all.
Indeed, indeed. That's my
Maybe
jump
we
thing.
should check out that portal after all. Yeah, feels like we're gonna miss something crucial.
More little tech here. I can break that glass as Mia instead of waiting for Zoe. And if I get it fast enough, like I did there, I can lower the ladder for Zoe before she even gets to the platform, saving a decent amount of time.
Do you practice any martial arts?
So much faster.
Okay, that door ate me. Love that, that's cool. I don't think I've done that before.
Eaten by the door.
I haven't been eaten by that door before, I'm pretty sure. There's other doors that eat you.
That's true, that's true.
I didn't expect cyber ninjas to.
I'm gonna dodge through some trains here.
Little spins. Gotta keep
I'm
our
not wanting
sprint.
to continue the sprint. Like, I don't want to have to press the sprint button again, you know?
I do love the wiggle to not go too early there. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you will
yeah.
wake up with a headache under the train, unfortunately.
Yeah. One way of putting it, absolutely.
Some ibuprofen might be needed.
Yeah, true. But again, a lot of this run, to at least some of the other runners from the other game, It Takes Two, definitely feels like a lot of downtime. Because a lot of the time you are just like trying to get from point A to point B, not too much really cool movement tech except just being fast. Especially for these earlier chapters. You got it, that's fine.
Got the checkpoint.
Okay, that was really bad. The checkpoints are quite lenient in this game, which is quite nice.
Thankfully, that is a one-player checkpoint.
Yes. Such a banger of a section. Too bad we go through it in like 10 seconds. And here we go. First, a boss fight. Let's give it up for Mr. Hammer.
Hello, Mr. Hammer.
So again, Mr. Hammer doesn't have any one-shot attacks, which is perfectly fine for us. So we kind of just sit in the same spot, wait for him to do his attack sequence. Apparently, if you just don't move here, he doesn't swing his hammer for as long, but apparently we missed it somehow. Don't know what we did different there.
Continue, but... Oh well.
There we go. Got the hammer.
Some good positioning, so he can also cancel the wind-up of the hammer.
Say hello to my little friends.
We got Robo Doggies. Who wants one?
They're mechanical.
Me.
You want a Robo Doggy? Oh, you're gonna have to pick them up
Yeah,
from the
I love a
scrapyard.
robo dog. No.
Oh. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Those breeds
Fun
were
fact, skipping that
expensive.
cutscene is a possible soft lock.
Is possible and it
Is
soft locks
possible
the
and
game.
soft locks.
That's so
Yeah.
funny. That's quite interesting. I'm glad we haven't done that
Did not
then.
know that.
When you love Robodog, but Robodog doesn't love you.
That's
I know.
It's a doggy dog world.
Which I think we skipped that line, unfortunately.
We did.
Mr. Hammer does say that it's a dog-eat-dog world instead of a dog-eat-dog world, so that's always fun. I love that line. One of my favorite lines.
About to be dead.
The headcanon is that Mio thinks that the saying is doggy dog world.
Yeah, and I love that. Nice, there we go. And that's the first boss fight done. Let's go.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Just be careful.
We have definitely gotten closer to skipping that cutscene before. We both tried to buffer the cutscene skip, which you can do in some cases. Which is a lot more common in this game than it was in It Takes Two. But we just haven't been able to hit it, and now that we know that's a soft lock, glad that we haven't. So these are some side stories around. That's one of the side stories there. We're not actually doing the side stories. It's actually the second side story there. We don't need to do them, and so for the speedrun, we're not going to. If you do want to see the side stories, check out for 100% runs. And let's see if I can get the skip. No! That's unfortunate. I'm on the side now, where am I?
Corrupted by the SRI, not to be confused
I'm
with
in
the
a bad
IRS.
Do we just ask?
Yeah, we just RCP there if I don't make it. Oh! I'm bad.
It's okay, your skip is probably still faster than my route.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong here.
A wall jump tech, I did it.
You did it! Hell yeah! I can't even make this jump! What am I doing? Okay, it's all you. This is why we do backup strats. In case someone just can't play the game.
We'll pick up Mio here with the checkpoint.
And we're about to go into the next boss fight already. Which I think this is my favorite boss fight of all.
The parking attendant.
Your corpses will be subject to towing.
Now this is what happens when you don't pay your parking fines, so make
That's
sure you
it.
keep up to date with that.
As well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, she squeezes everyone on everything.
It's very realistic.
Absolutely.
Every parking place has a robot like this.
Are you happy?
So you guys gotta be careful, okay?
No.
It's right under the ticketing center, like the
Yeah,
little kiosk
yeah.
things. They keep them under there.
You seem to be carrying a lot of frustration.
Hated this
So-
boss until the skip is found.
Yeah, so there's actually a really cool skip that we're about to showcase here soon. Just for this boss. And we're gonna skip, I think it's like 4 phases of the fight, I'll be honest.
An eye for an eye.
I think so. Something like that.
To pay them and move on.
I heard you can avoid the parking robot by donating to charity. That's absolutely true.
Has officially expired.
How do we fight back?
So how we're supposed to fight back is, after this, it does a whole bunch of other attack sequences that then allows the machine to like turn around and Neo can attach to its back. And then eventually climb on the inside of it. But apparently, if Zoe just dies at a correct timing, we just skip 4 phases and Mio's automatically inside the boss.
If you
For
don't
whatever reason.
please remove yourself from
No order. Only chaos.
Have a good sleep, Samu.
Don't drop your guard.
Really want to say about the 3 that's all good, Samu.
Yeah.
You sting. Get him.
There we
He
go.
becomes an Orby.
An Orby! Smush. And we are straight into a chase sequence with Zoe driving.
Quick instructions,
Flying?
please. It's not about
Fly driving.
explore it.
I'm gonna be
Immediately
trying
crashes
to...
the side.
I don't think you did. At least you didn't on my screen.
Floating objects up ahead, Neo. You're right.
Pretty much, I'm just gonna try and clear as much of the road as possible, so we're not gonna take too much damage. We haven't like limit tested the damage threshold here, and I don't want to kind of find out. So,
What do I do?
plus it feels like I'm actually, you know, playing the game still. Which I think it's still necessary for Mio to shoot the enemies, even on low damage.
Oh, this is gonna be tight.
As I think you just can't make it through this section without her.
I did not sign up for
Correct.
this. Gates are closing. Step on it. Ah, don't scratch my page. Wait, there's mine. Oh, I can't
Minesweeper reference goes crazy.
Yeah, feel free to keep track of how many game references are in Split Fiction, by the way. I'd love to see you guys keep count.
Now jump.
Hey, we made it without dying this time. Good job.
True.
The amount of times that jump has just killed
yeah.
us.
Impressive, right? Well, then be a gem and make
Oh, I think I hit the
straight ahead.
The
helicopter.
ring? Oh, the helicopter? Oh, is that a car on top of the... No, it was the little node of the ring. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Honestly, I'm very impressive with how Ultro takes care of all of this for the driving. Seeing as I have played a little bit of Zoe now, and the constant jumping is kind of rough, I'll be honest. But it is much faster.
Sweeper.
It's more
There
about
we
knowing where not to jump.
Basically, yeah.
I don't exactly remember how this getaway ends. You're telling me that now? Yeah.
Let's see the kill streak.
I think you need to jump, Zoe.
That's a few computers. And a couple people.
The office hasn't. Yeah.
It needed renovations anyway. Let's be real.
Yeah. Yeah.
HR has never seen a bigger disaster.
Next time, I'm driving.
So the small little tech that we saw earlier, where I got to fling myself up over the truck we're about to see again. It's way up over these rocks.
I love how the third office is just completely empty. Yeah, really glad that they moved into work from home.
That's
Good timing
it.
for it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, here we have one of the most hidden side stories if you're really not paying attention. It is right there. A lot of people miss it. I know that we missed it on our first playthrough.
We did. Had to go back for it.
And we gotta wait for the sliding door. Yeah, we're good.
Flying a car for the
Go.
There we go.
decently.
For some reason, we delay that voice line a lot, and it's really funny.
See if we get any voice lines in this next section.
Yeah, if we're fast enough, we just don't get voice lines, which is quite funny. The blind jumps are quite interesting as well. Now, have you ever played a side-scroller and a top-down at the same time? Because this is exactly what that is. We got some voice lines there.
Only those ones, though.
Only those ones, true.
We might get Mir saying going up in the elevator.
We might. Yeah, there it is, okay. And no follow-up. Okay, cool. I don't know what causes the follow-up lines to not play there. It's very interesting.
Not going upways, sideways, upside down up, or whatever it was.
Yeah. This little NPC up here has one of my favorite lines in the game. So much that I actually recorded the game audio and added it as a sound alert to my stream. Best character. Part is trippy. It's very trippy. Top down and side scroller at the same time.
Don't crash! Get rid of incoming
Very
traffic.
cool use of perspective, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Motion sickness is
So a fun little thing here is on low enemy damage or reduced enemy damage, Zoe doesn't actually need to do anything.
You're crazy! Just
Ultro can actually just sit AFK for like 2 minutes if you would like. But if anyone has seen this game and or played through this game,
hit it hard!
some of you may know that there is a capture coming up soon. Do you reckon that Ultro could get, oh dear! That was a bit fast.
What a rush!
Okay, that was pretty good. Good conversion for a little bit there. Who do you reckon? Do you think that Ultra can get through the capture and actually succeed the capture?
Woohoo!
I have full faith in Ultro personally.
Of course you do! Roadblock up ahead!
Holy, I can pull it off.
Get lost!
Like, I'm pretty convinced that Ultro is a human, so surely you've got that, right?
Right. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
You're not a snaky lizard man from Monster Hunter?
I can't be picky, right?
AI Snaky Lizard Man.
Oh no! Sel, feel free to interrupt us if there is other donations or shoutouts that you would like to do as well.
Yeah, just to remind people a little bit about the bid wars that are open for tomorrow. That is, of course, our last day of the event. There is the hotly contested Mega Man 4 versus Mega Man 5 bid war. That's $11 difference with 4 in lead right now. I've heard that 4 has not been done by this runner at this event yet, so Maybe you want to see that, or maybe you want to see 5. We also have a bid war for Magiyu, King of Demons, and that is to decide if it's going to be the good ending or the bad ending. And as well, Super Metroid map randomizer. Are we going to save the animals or kill the animals? I personally say save the animals. And
I
that
say
is
so
in
as
lead
well.
right now. You know what? I think this call is in favor of save the animals, but if you're in favor of kill the animals, donate, tell us in your comment, and it will be put towards killing the animals or towards any of the other bid wars that are open.
Self-destructed. 50 seconds.
Alright, so as you can see, we got the terms and conditions, the capture. Ultra is mashing through it as fast as he can.
Thankfully, the typing is the same every time. Ah, there we go.
There we go, 30 seconds, look at that.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Self-destructed. 20 seconds.
I'm with
It's
you,
very
Ranger.
interesting because there is autocorrect on the phone. So you do need to watch out for that. And if you do manage to pass the capture before that sequence is done, there is an achievement for it. It's very cool.
All right, I can do this. I can do this.
My most hated tech in the game.
Get your weapons online. Now.
Because you can absolutely drift on these bikes, but you can't drift on the last bike. And drifting is just way faster.
Specifically spamming the drift over and over.
Oh dear, that's a wall.
I love the momentum gain you get off that ramp.
It's so insane. To be fair, I got a very bad angle at the ramp. I've never been good at this, and it's definitely a lot harder to do on keyboard than it is on controller. I am a keyboard player myself, where Ultra is playing on controller. Very cool thing about Split Fiction, as well as It Takes Two. I'm not so sure on A Way Out, which is another game from Hazelight Studios. It's all personal preference if you want to run with keyboard and mouse or with controller.
Can I jump in real quick with the donation?
Absolutely.
We have $100 to the Canadian Cancer Society from Tom Swiftly. Great job with Split Fiction. Awesome to see these initial runs taking form. I'd like this to go towards the incentive, save the animals. Thank you so much for that. That brings us less than $150 away from our next goal. And, you know, I think all of us here are pleased to see more going towards save the animals.
Absolutely. That's so good. $100. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yes, the game is still brand new for Split Fiction. The game has been out for about 6 weeks. And so far, I think there is a race right now between the inbounds runners to try and get to sub 3 hour 30 time. But as you can see, this boss fight in particular is very trivial with the reduced enemy damage, as we're just staying outside of the one-shot zones and staying in the weapon charges.
Managed to get my instant drift then.
Very nice.
Time to end you once and for all.
Very nice. That's very quick. Wow. Okay. She fell very fast. Yeah. That's very nice. Love to see
Makes me
it.
wish I hadn't stayed in my weapon charge.
And there we go. That is the first main chapter finished.
Now we head into Zoe's section.
Back into the fantasy.
Mirror.
Monkey Mirror! We love Monkey Mirror. Monkey Mirror is very fast. And Otter Meter. Mirror, just in general, is very fast in this section.
Shiny. I'm a
But it's okay, if we were doing any percent, then we wouldn't really see much of Monkey Mirror.
True,
It
because...
would just all be Fairy Zoe.
Who would have guessed that giving a character 20 jumps in a video game breaks a speedrun?
Monkey do be jumping, for sure.
rock and roll, Boulder.
We always thought that just sprinting as the monkey was very fast, which it is, but sprint jumping with the monkey is even faster.
Blocking them from shutting us down. Yeah, and he seems a tiny bit eager to stop us from finding another one. That's
So while the Mio sections are very action-packed and very fast-paced and everything, I feel like the Zoe fantasy sections are very aesthetically pleasing. Nice little skip for Zoe there. This entire section, especially in the Underlands, which is what we're currently in, is very much, pretty much all Zoe, actually. Which that small skip where Zoe went into that bird nest over there, that was found by Tedling in the chat. Thank you very much for finding that for us. The old skip was very tedious and very difficult to do.
Head round here to this platform, which is still in bounds, believe it or not. The out of bounds is very egregious. And the fact that it's just completely out of the map. No debate whatsoever about it.
Yeah. And we go.
It's cool to see what they do with the fairy jumps, though.
Absolutely. Out of Bounds is just a lot of fun to watch, but I don't think I could run it.
Pick it up, and I'll find you a banana. Don't.
I'm gonna go through my section here just in case Mio dies.
Which I think we're pretty good. There it is. We got it.
Very nice.
No, no, no! I suppose nature needs its okay.
I hate this pull so much.
Right.
I have to press E, Q, and Shift within very quick successions of each other to be able to pull that at maximum speed.
Keep towing, Neo. Keep towing.
But we've managed to shrink that down to just that first section. Again, I think it was thanks to Tedling for showing this to us.
Another side story up ahead. I see it.
Definitely helps us get through it.
The Ice King does need to be dethroned. A change of scenery is always refreshing.
Not that big of a difference between any percent and inbounds in time since the subchapters loaded are quite short. Huh?
Interesting.
But the water sections are everyone's favorite though. Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
totally.
Water sections in every video game.
Totally. As you guys probably just noticed, there is that giant black box there, which I think the devs accidentally left a little too large, and it made it into the full release of the game. So, if you do want to check that out in your game, feel free to. It is there.
Best is the nest.
You guys ready to punt this bird? Let's do it! Let's go.
It's okay, the bird's fine.
It's fine. We broke it out of its shell.
By the way, how did you get invited to Raider Publisher? I got the email the same day as I got rejected from another publisher. On the same day? I'm used to it. I get rejections all the time. It's the life of a struggling writer. I can relate.
Oh, I missed it. I hit the pound too quickly. Dang. As Monkey Meteor, you can land on top of them crates. And if you do the slam attack on it, it one-shot it. But I'm going to focus here for a sec. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Sure.
Very nice.
You forgot to say
1, 2, 3.
Tiny Mio.
1, 2, 3. Very nice. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Wait for this spin.
It's fair.
There we go.
Monkey Mio, yeah.
Don't break my concentration.
Battling with the
Monkey
unfortunately
Mio.
you can't launch the other birds. Well,
Yes, we
I've got
did
a
try
game
that.
for you.
We have tried that. They run away very quickly.
Probably for the best.
Probably for the best.
The simulation pickle we found ourselves in. I do believe we'll be alright in
Over
the end.
here, nice.
No idea what it will take to escape this mess.
When in doubt, choose hope.
I'm not kidding when I say this.
1, 2, 3.
Positivity might be.
Moving,
Nice.
inspiring.
Yeah, that was not where I was going.
Remember, no one offends Mother Earth and gets away with it.
Bonk.
Please don't kill me.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, you taste a bit like wool.
Nice. Good catch.
Fur pasty.
Almost shot you a
Land
little
down
too low
here.
there.
That's fine. Make me land on the rock wall there.
Yeah, work those adorable.
There's a couple of sections like this that it is mainly full screen. Not too often though, but it's very cool. Very cool to see. That's such a bad cycle. There's nothing we can do about that cycle though. It's very unfortunate. Them fish for some reason are on their own cycle. They do not want to follow the rules of the game.
There we go.
Very nice.
Sucks being part of
Nice. There we go.
Very clean.
That was very clean. A lot better than our last attempt. I think I died 4 times in our last attempt.
Was it last attempt or the one
I
before?
think it was last attempt. I think I died 4 times.
Yeah, that's sort of right. Sort of. Hey,
We are getting pretty close to the Monkey King, so if you guys are interested in checking out why people love the Monkey King, you're about to see it. I did the thing again. I was not expecting to spawn in Monkey. And here we are, the Walking Stick of Doom. Very cool section, very stressful for Mio.
Zoe, I think we're about to get boarded. Get rid of
Very relaxing for me.
Although you do have to be quite careful, as I found out, the feet are quite wide, and if you ever so slightly touch the wall, you're done.
Yes. It does instantly destroy the walking stick of doom.
But pretty much here, all I'm doing is making sure that the monkeys are not going to go and touch Ultro, because if they do, it makes Ultro lose control of the Walking Stick of Doom, which, you know, is slow. We don't like that.
It also stops me from shooting, which could end up with us hitting the wall.
The best way that I found to manage these monkeys though is to always go for double shots. Always pick one up and try and aim it at another one. There's a little bit of desync there, but that's fine.
Who would win, the walking stick of doom or a wall?
The immovable object, apparently.
Yeah.
So, how did you write this Monkey King then? It's not like how
I'm quite happy to see that Mio is faster at this.
good or a bad thing. I'd say good. I'll believe it when
And we do have a monkey launch. Let's see if we can get it in first try. Oh no, I overshot it and I pressed the wrong buttons. Ah! Okay, let's try again. There we go.
Let's go.
Who knew a stick's weakness was just more sticks?
And some rocks. And some rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a bit low. Good save, though.
It worked. I still have to practice that alternate route. I feel like I'm a bit slow walking on the poles there.
So again, another...
The fairy in particular is... Sorry.
Very particular Zoe section here. Pretty much just waiting for Zoe to do all of this solo. And as you were
The
saying,
theme might be
Zelen?
cooperation, but like, who really needs it?
Yeah. We are complete strangers after all. Zoe's independent. Don't need no Mio.
Who needs the monkey when you have the fairy?
So here we go. It's gonna get this.
I think that's it.
There we go.
Okay. All warmed up? Why'd you ask? Well, let's just say that now is not the time to pull a hamstring.
And here we go, Monkey King.
Let's see if you can match my moves.
Very cool section of this. This is entirely scripted. It's always the same. Except for the final section. It's always randomized.
Fantastic. Great focus. Let's add some flair. Alrighty, let's turn it up.
I know we just had some tap dancing on stream. But are you guys ready to dance again?
Outstanding. Remember to have fun.
Yeah, this bad boy can fit so much dancing in it.
You're catching on.
There it is.
Let's go.
Very nice. It's very difficult to do that on controller because the stick just doesn't like to cooperate sometimes. So congratulations to Ultro for not having the game scam him out of that.
Does have a habit of just, instead of jumping to the middle, it'll just jump to the next block along.
And making us waste 10 seconds. Each fail.
Come on, follow me.
So now we're playing multiplayer Snake. Who has played multiplayer Snake before? I sure haven't.
Well, clearly you have, it's right here.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
And a 1 and a 2. All in line.
Oh no! I tapped my snake line. And of course... Oh, that
No.
is devastating. No!
Disaster.
Disaster struck. Oh my lord. Okay.
Yes, after me.
Okay. I'll follow you around.
With me.
There we go. We got it. We figured it out. That's so sad.
A little bit of scuff.
I wonder why they never made multiplayer Snake.
What do you mean? That looks like a great idea.
Oh yeah, that's a great time. So this is completely random every time. Very, very cool, very fun. There is a multiplayer Snake? I've never seen it before. That sounds awful.
Make it hot like the Arabian desert. As sweet as dates.
I tried belly dancing once. Focus.
Monkey got moves. Yeah, he do.
Fantastic, Habibi.
Honestly, I think messing this up is slower than messing up the pattern from memory.
Yalla, baby.
It is.
Calm down.
Because you get a monkey thrown at you, and you have to like have to get it off.
Oh yeah. The bomb, homie. The bomb, homie.
The bomb.
There's the flare.
The bomb, homie.
Oh god, I need a stretch.
Wait, Tron, basically multiplayer Snake but competitive. True.
Fair? That's fair.
And up. Right. Up.
And there we go. Monkey King is finished.
Go.
Very cool section. Very fun.
Dancing. I was actually quite the promise back in the day, you know. You should have seen me. What happened? Well, I did it professionally for a while, but then life sort of got in the way. I know the feeling. I do miss dancing some days. But what can you do? You include it in your story.
Now I'm just waiting for Ultro to swing this across for me.
My missions.
And back it goes.
Nice.
That's the gate to the Ice Palace. Fancy.
And here we get to see
Yeah.
probably the best voiced character in the game, in my opinion. At least for a boss, anyway.
This is an early story of mine, from when we moved away from the countryside. And you wrote this because you missed home? Sort of. But it was a time when life was simpler. That's some flashy front door. Oh, a big baddie needs a fitting palace, don't you agree? Sure, but...
There we
what
go.
do? The Ice King's full of tricks, but then again, so are we. Glitters always...
So normally what we would have to do is smack these pillars that come out, but we know what the sequence is. So we're just trying to hit it as fast as we can.
Yep.
I know this from somewhere.
Apparently, we got this, like, 4 extra hits wrong for the longest time, and we had no idea until we looked at it again, being like, wait a second. We're so smart.
Guess what? What? I'm kind of looking forward to meeting this Ice King. I mean, you've been hyping him up.
Oh, don't tell me you're the type that root for the villains.
Well,
The best heavy sign of any video game ever. Super cool. Super fun. So again, in this fight, we are in reduced enemy damage, so it does become quite trivial, but there is a small little damage phase that we could do to speed up the final section of this fight. Very cool.
I'm not sure, but the Ice King must be dethroned ASAP.
This architecture is some premium stuff, Zoe.
Hit that checkpoint there to skip the jump.
Throne room is up next. Alright, let's dethrone the king.
Let's go!
Bonk it.
Another cool little thing that you can show your friends if you're playing through this as well, as like a first time, is whenever the king, the Ice King, slaps at you, you can just double jump and dodge the damage.
Snowball has lost his mind!
Very, very fun. Which is the same in a lot of boss fights, honestly. You could probably just double jump off because the damage is only on the floor. So as long as you're high enough, you just don't get hit. First little damage, let's go.
Yeah. Also, thank you for the raid. Diane Keto, I believe is. I hope I pronounced that right. Good luck, runners, for the split fiction. Have a good sleep.
Thank you very much. So all of this section here, except for these giant pillars, I believe, they don't one-shot you, just the giant pillars do. And maybe him pouncing in the middle. I don't know, I haven't tested that. I don't want to test that. But whatever doesn't one-shot you in reduced enemy damage won't kill you at all, which is very fun.
Makes it a lot easier for the speedrun for sure.
And we got another cutscene here. We're going on to the next arena. Which I found out, these spikes don't kill you even in full damage.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I assumed it was reduced enemy damage.
Yeah, no, apparently even in full damage you don't die to them spikes.
Huh.
Not much that we can really skip in this boss fight until we get to pretty much the last phase, which is about to come up. I think it's just after this next damage here. Because now he's gonna freeze the water, so we can't throw another ball at him. But we're just gonna stand right here together and get a little bit of extra free damage on the ice, which skips what, another 20 seconds or so of him just running around and throwing another hairball.
Probably. I don't think we've actually timed it, but it does skip either a hairball or a tornado. I'm not sure.
It skips a hairball.
Okay.
There we go. And there we go. That is another boss defeated.
Sent him back to Narnia. Yippee.
Back to his kitty cat form. Pet me or die. Best line. Best line. And here we are back into a Mio section, which is a perfect time for more shoutouts if you would like. We're just free-falling.
Awesome. Well, we have some donations here. We have $42 from Ambershi with no comment, but thank you for that donation to the Canadian Cancer Society. And we have $11 from Plasma Snake. Good luck, have fun splitting fiction fast. And that went towards that Mega Man 4/Mega Man 5 game bid war. They are now tied. So we can't have that. We can't have a tied bid war. So !D in chat will take you to donate. !I will tell you all about our incentives that are active right now. A single dollar will decide which game gets played. Or you can put one of them really in the lead if you prefer one of them more than the other. I've heard some rumors in chat that folks would really like to see Mega Man 4, so if you want to see that, get your donations in.
Definitely, it would be fun to see the runner playing through 5, but if you guys want to see them do 4 again, that'll be really cool to see as well. But here we are finished with the freefall. There's a small checkpoint at the start of the vent system, which puts us near the bottom of the vent system. So small little movement save there, instead of free falling through the entire section. This is one of the few loading screens that we can actually move during, which is very cool, if I could swim correctly. Swimming is difficult, but I never do it in real life.
So what was Raider referring to before we got here? Get used to the guns. They're vital to this mission. But what did he mean with your father's situation? Our guns are calibrated to this facility.
Heading to bed at 3 AM. We'll watch the VOD later. Good night, Tedling.
See you later, Tedling. Thank you so much for being here and cheering us on for the run, as always.
These guns are very user-friendly, even for a rookie. There are no rookies on this mission. In here, you're a super trained super soldier. Yes, sir! So we're here to stop the release of a toxin and destroy this facility. Have you always been into action and
There we go.
as far back as I recall, it has to record with me.
Some fun movement there.
That's fine. I think that's the first time in a while we've made that together.
It is.
Never thought about it that way, but sure.
Ultro did find some funny tech movement that you can jump between all of these, but doesn't save a lot of time unless you manage to skip all the way to the very top, which is over there.
And unfortunately, it's also tech that, if you miss it, will set you quite far behind.
Very much so. Whoop. Sorry. My keyboard was trying to change its language in the middle of its run. Let's not do that.
A language skip? That's crazy.
Language skip, yeah, that's it. Did I not shoot it? Oh, the camera lock was too strong there. That's so sad. Nice, very nice. Okay, now we get a gun upgrade. Now we can cause explosions. We love explosions.
You're definitely loves explosions.
Who doesn't?
Zoe.
Yeah, you know, you're right.
See, cool gals and pals do look at explosions. That's the way.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
They run through the explosion.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
So, with the guns, there is a reload function that we're just trying to avoid by not overloading the guns. There we go. Very nice.
You okay, Zoe? Human 1, mech 0.
These little mine balls do two-shot you in full damage, so do be careful of that if you're trying to go through this section. But we don't need to worry about that in reduced enemy damage. Oh, every time I try to jump, it didn't work. I never make it there. That was a bit weird.
A little bit scuffed.
Not sure who missed the damage there, but we got it, it's fine.
We've got company, Zoe.
So now we have to be quite careful in this next section. I believe we're still in the fight flag, so if both of us die, it will set us back quite far. But once we get across this bridge, there's another checkpoint that we'll just take the restart from checkpoint just to get out of that fight flag, just to be a little safer. Which is gonna happen quite a bit during this chapter.
You? I prefer to wait next to the ride, holding everyone's stuff. Poor Dad. I forced him to go with me like 100 times in a row because I was
I'm so slow with my movement.
Well, he probably enjoyed seeing you happy.
Fine, you got the checkpoint. It's fine.
I did put the checkpoint.
I suppose we can't save all side stories.
Very fun fight here. Just send them straight into the blender below. And there we go.
Let's press on.
Very cool small section here, which took me the longest time in our casual playthrough to get my head around.
It's
I was worried for myself once we started speedrunning, but it ended up being fine. Now, unfortunately, we have to wait a little bit for some of these cycles. But we can skip some of them. For example, this next bubble, we're not going to burst open at all. We're just going to jump across and get to the next one.
Unexpected igloo umbrellas, Mio. What? They're not. Never mind. Go, go, go.
I think I love the phrase igloo umbrella.
Yeah, that's... Zoe is very unapologetically herself. And I love that
The
about
best
her.
way to be, no?
Absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a small desync there.
Crunch it, crunch it.
Oh dear. I don't know what's gonna happen here. It will set me back, I guess. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
The issue with online speedruns. Desync.
What do you think Raider is up to now? Well, when
Running
negotiations
through
fail,
here. Hopefully, I actually land this next shot here.
one can always
I've been known to miss this quite often.
Those thingy little trees.
Oh no. We both missed it. You cursed us both.
I did.
Nice, very nice.
Avoid
So here is probably the most dangerous skip in the game. Because we are going to be stuck in a fight flag for quite a while. I'm so bad at my roll jumps. What was that? There we go. We got it. We got the roll jump.
Okay, let's go. Whoa!
So yeah, if we both die here, we will lose a lot of time, because we will be sent back exactly where we just jumped away from. So we do need to be very careful not to die. And you're just gonna leave me behind. That's fine. I'm just gonna die here.
Yep.
I didn't die? Every other time that's killed me.
Go, come on! Jesus!
That's fine. I don't know why that didn't kill me that time.
Gun turret! Watch out!
Oh dear. Careful.
Yep. I'll just wait for you to respawn.
There we go.
I don't think I can make that jump. I'll be honest, trying to shoot that other one is not easy.
Don't breathe it in.
That's okay. Can just do that.
It's better for Zoe to make that, apparently.
It is.
We normally restart from checkpoint there, but we both made it this time, so we still need to be quite careful. We're still in the fight flag, even though there's no fight happening anymore.
Thankfully, this next part is pretty safe.
Don't need to activate that
Safe for
door
me,
at all. Very safe for me,
Thankfully,
yes.
I got my jump.
Very clean. We're gonna go into another boss fight here, but we're actually not gonna fight this boss. If we
Boss
do it
takes
right...
far too long.
Yeah, the boss takes far too long. We don't have time for that. So we're just gonna skip it entirely.
I had my own corner in Dad's garage.
Yep.
What? Yeah. I like to find my sci-fi in the grit. Oh. Do you still go then? No, we have to sell this business.
So we're just gonna jump over here
Sorry to hear that.
Ooh.
and fail it
We're both
completely.
bad at the game.
Timber.
We were the world record holder for about 3 weeks. We're horrible at this game.
And I'm lactose intolerant.
Okay, I'm not in the right position here.
We have to
There we go.
activate the security measures.
So we just jump into the vent here, and we skip immediately to the third phase of the fight. Which I think we're still in the fight flag, so we do need to be careful here. Okay, I didn't make that at all. Yeah, still in the fight flag.
Oh, consider the fact that we're still in that fight flag, because we still have an RCP.
Yeah.
We'll get it at the end of this.
Oh my lord! What am I doing? This is the easier one! Okay. There we go, we got it. Skip the entire fight just like that, straight into the next vent.
What do you think Raider wants all of our
And just at the end of this vent, we're gonna restart from checkpoint to get rid of all the fight flags and just save a little bit of free-falling time there. Now it's not as deadly. Let's go!
Oh, didn't get my roll jump.
Ah! No! I tapped the top of it!
Oh no.
That's so
Has been known
sad.
to happen.
I am very not good at
I
this
get
jump. But I made it! Let's go! Didn't make that one though. I don't know where I'm aiming for that one. Hi, I'm here now.
Hey.
Oh no, you're joking. Oh no. Oh, you got it. You got it. Okay.
It's a little bit of it there.
There we go. Okay. Unfortunately, that checkpoint there is a 2-player checkpoint, so it's dependent on the slower person, how quickly he can get that checkpoint to set Zoe back over to her side. This section here is also kind of scary. This won't let the second player respawn unless the first player respawn if they die if the second person is about to run into a wall. And because we're jumping over some reset sections, yeah, that was a bit scuffed. Yeah. We're jumping over respawn sections, so we're not actually going to get the respawn at all. So if we die during this at all, we're setting back to the start, losing a lot of time. Again.
So, this is me gaming. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in.
Let's go! Another raid! Welcome everybody.
Hell yeah. I hope you're streaming well.
The overachiever, getting all 3 of them. Let's go!
Into the void.
Easy peasy. Not dangerous at all.
Not dangerous at all.
Dangerous territory. You know what they say? Pressure makes diamonds. Sure thing.
Been seeing quite a lot of Mega Man being run today. I feel like this section is kind of a call to that. That is very unfortunate.
Died. You went too far forwards.
The landing momentum.
I think I hit the corner is what happened.
Yeah.
Enemy up ahead. Tight trigger.
There we go.
Watch out!
Whoa!
Oh.
You got it. I always fall for that. Always forgetting that them laser beams are there. Ultra also does that as well. Super fun. Nice. Very nice. Very quick kills. Love to see it. We are actually about to get into a boss fight that Ultra and I accidentally discovered a damage phase skip, which was very fun to find out, because we were like, oh, did we just bug it out? No, it was a damage phase skip. It was very cool. Better to shoot from back here, I found out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just for that one. Yeah, that's the only one that's
He's a little buggy.
Yeah. Oh dear! There's a laser there.
Yes,
No, the
yes,
glow
move.
stick of doom.
The glow stick of doom! There we go, very
Coordination
clean.
there.
Great work, Zoe.
And here we go, here is the boss.
Natural born killer. Who knew?
Probably one of the loudest bosses in the game. So if the game audio is a bit louder, please excuse for just a little bit.
This is a little unfortunate.
That is a bit unfortunate.
Should be okay though.
Those rocket eyes.
Very nice. Be accurate with our shooting, and that is very unfortunate.
Ooh. That is my
And-
fault for dying to the one earlier.
That's okay. It happens, it's a marathon. We expect these things. Oh, we were so close to it too! Oh, that feels so bad.
No. I feel like that's the best part of a two-player speedrun, is that you guys can cover each other sometimes and really catch up at some points. Helps
That's
a lot, I
it.
think.
Sometimes. Very much sometimes.
Sometimes. I guess the other way sometimes as well, but let's not. Don't
Let's
worry
not
about
dwell
it.
on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool section here. The canisters that the boss throws down sometimes can favor one person over the other. But we found out that you can throw each other's canisters, you just can't shoot them.
Oh.
It's fine, it's fine. The landing place is very random for them.
It is.
What did I die to? That's happened twice now. That happened in practice earlier. What happened? So here we're deliberately slowing him down just so we can get a little bit more time to do damage to him. Because there is no damage gate like there was earlier. And if we slow him down enough, we will skip the entire last damage phase, which he normally takes heavily reduced damage in. So we're gonna see how much we can try and squeeze out of him. The only thing that we need to be careful of is the giant beams that he's throwing down on us. That will one-shot us. Nothing else in this fight anymore will one-shot us.
Looks like we have more than clear required though.
Yeah, very much so. So, we did this by accident in one of our PB runs, actually. It was quite funny. We were like, okay, we got rid of his entire health bar. What happens now? Oh no, his health bar has come back. But it's actually, it's not a problem, actually. Once that door opens, he just instantly dies. Skipping the entire last damage phase, which is very comfy. This is the rare... This is one of the rare things, one of the rare timings where it's, if you're slower, it's faster.
So, where to? To the top floor. Then let's soar to the skies. Turbo boost!
Let's go.
Man, these jetpacks rule!
Don't believe the lies. These jetpacks are actually awful.
These jetpacks rule. No.
It kind of hurts leaving that side story.
I feel like this is one of the few sections where we're really focused just on trying to get optimal movement with the jetpacks rather than like anything else. Any other time that we're like really focusing is if we're trying to do a very precise jump, or there's a boss fight or something like that. But not this time. It's just the movement. A small little fight there that we can just skip. Oh my god, I'm so slow. Fine, we got it.
We got it. Easy.
This is one of the other doors that if you're just too close when it opens, it'll just eat you. It's very fun. Very cool. But that's it. That's no more of the jetpack, at least. And we're
have
about
a very
to...
short section coming up.
Yeah, this next section here is we're just going to be escaping from the exploding factory, so if you do have more shoutouts or donations, feel free.
Yeah, I just want to take a moment to remind everyone a little bit about the work that the Canadian Cancer Society does. So they obviously fund a lot of research. They run a number of programs to provide support to cancer survivors, caregivers, to folks before cancer even happens with prevention. But they also work with government to bring about healthy public policies that will help prevent cancer and improve the lives of people living with cancer and their caregivers. And this advocacy work covers a variety of areas, including risk factors like asbestos, e-cigarettes and tobacco, HPV, and indoor tanning. Support for patients such as access to cancer drugs and diagnostics and palliative care, and general advocacy, including caregiver support and healthy living. Of course, if you want to learn more about the work that the Canadian Cancer Society does, to check out some of the free resources and program they have, some of their preventative things as well, you can find all of that at cancer.ca. And if you want to donate, !D in chat will give you a link to donate. We do have those 3 bid wars for tomorrow open. Right now, that Mega Man 4 5 game bid war is tied, so a single dollar could change that. But we also have one for the ending of King of Demons or Save Kill the Animals for Super Metroid. And of course, if you donate a minimum of $5, you are entered in to win one of the 4 game keys we have available: Street Fighter 6, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, and Monster Hunter Wilds. So tons of things happening still at this event.
That sounds very good. Monster Hunter Wilds I have been playing quite a lot since the release. Very, very fun game. I have a little event that might be starting soon with myself, Ultro101, and one other friend that we will be streaming with Monster Hunter Wilds as well. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check that out. But for here, we are currently trying to speed through this. As you can see, we're spending most of the time under the water. It just makes a smoother experience, and there's less debris in the way that we're gonna hit. And it's also just faster. Apparently the jet skis are faster underwater. Which makes total sense.
Totally. Don't question it.
Don't question it. Yeah, don't worry about it.
But that's how they work, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Mia knows exactly how jet skis work.
Yeah, yeah. Underwater faster.
Jet subs.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, jet subs. There's these small little I-beams that are sticking out that if we do hit, we'll just get flung out or die. One of the, either way, both of them are slow. So we try and avoid that as best we can.
The cool ramps as well.
Yep.
What do we give
Ramps
up
are
for
slow.
speed?
Ramps are slow. This is the only ramp that we have to take, and I got a very, very bad landing on it.
I almost missed it.
That's great. Cool. We are about to get into one of the sections where Raider, the person who set this all up, is trying to stop us from pursuing glitches and trying to kill us now. So that's fun.
I've got a feeling that he might have lost it a while ago.
Your stories are
Very, very cool thing as well is in this section here, if you die at all, it will kill the other player because your lifeline is tethered here. And if Raider doesn't have any voice lines to go through, he will just insult you.
Sure, and then what?
well, I can produce masterpieces.
They'll just laugh at you for dying.
All for a hefty
Yep.
fee, I presume.
These blocks are unfortunately very slow.
Whoa, the tether! The tether! Wait, wait!
Slow down a little bit so Ultra can catch up a little, just so we're not stretching the tether too long.
Upon completion, everything this machine will be able to create will be an
Because again, this tether is our lifeline.
I strongly disagree.
Game wanted me to do a backflip.
Nothing
Oh, that's so cool. Isn't that so cool? We love backflips. They're not a slow down at all.
Storytelling, Raider.
Oh, but I can. And I will.
Just a bit of a chunky hitbox because it's not the intended path. Who would have figured?
I have worked on this for years. Nothing will stop us.
Man, listen to yourself.
It's a really cool sequence here soon. If anyone has played through this, you might remember the elevators near the end of this section.
Yep, Eagle.
Turns out you don't need to use the elevators at all. So here we're just gonna try and...
completely skipped by a certain checkpoint.
Yeah, for no reason. Cool section here, as long as we stay to the right, we'll land further to the right. That's not good.
Can we mute this guy?
Where's the respawn? where was
Oh
the...
no.
You tell that we haven't messed that one up before?
Didn't realize it takes that long to come back.
Yeah, so for whatever reason, this checkpoint right here just spawns you right at the end.
It's always nice.
Careful with the bungee cord.
Multiple sections skipped by a wacky checkpoint.
Wacky checkpoint is wacky.
Hey, wait a minute. How did they
So here, there's a blade that will just insta one-shot us if we're hit by it. That's why they got the second platform there. But if you're fast, it's faster, and you can just dodge the second one.
Yeah, if you're fast, it's faster.
Very, very tight timing there, though. You have to be very precise with your timing.
So,
And we're back in fantasy.
and we're here to make sure
In the world
The
of
genre.
dragons.
what happened.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Ancestor to the first
Explosions are pretty cool.
on his kin and the conflict
Dragons are cooler though.
world in
Yeah, but guns.
Hey, hear me out. Dragons and guns.
Dragons and guns. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Changing
Very true.
storytelling forever. Ugh, and Raider will be behind the wheel of it all. No thanks. Giving one company that amount of
dear.
power sounds like a living nightmare. Yeah.
Messed up my jump again.
Yeah, no.
That's not great.
It's okay, you got this, I believe.
Oh, my first time making that roll jump. Let's go.
Had to get it eventually.
Eventually, and in a marathon of all things. That's very comfy. That skip there, skips quite a few little jumping puzzles. Especially with the weird landing on that wing at the end.
Whoa. What came out of that egg?
That egg over somewhere over there. The one that she's talking about. That one. That one there. I have not paid attention. I have not taken a peek at that egg for so long I forgot where it was. The game forces you to look at it and I just still don't see it.
Long story short, the bad guys called the megalith who sorted
That is a long story short. The bad guy's called the megalith. That's all we really need to know, really.
Yeah.
That's some serious trouble, Zoe! Yep! And he's got a temper!
Whee!
Why can't those pillars be more stable?
That's a funny joke that Zoe
Pillars
says there.
stable?
Why can't those pillars be more stable? I don't know, Zoe. Why didn't you write them to be more stable? This is your story.
True.
I'm a little slow here. I die here. That's fine. This is one of the few, like, boss fights where if you die, you can't respawn unless the other player makes it to the next safe area or also dies. Which, Ultra is definitely the faster one here. He's very, very consistent at this part. I am not. Like that. I just die now. And wait for Ultra to get right to the end.
If you're fast, it's faster. What can I say?
That's it.
What we're up against. Yeah, but can't see how we possibly stand a chance against that thing. Oh, we'll have some proper backup. Don't you worry. Where's a bazooka when you need one?
A little power transfer here.
It does have a habit of respawning the player in front of the other player.
That's true. It does do that from every now and then. The amount of times I've fallen from that eggshell. It terrifies me every time.
Welcome to the Cave of Cradles. You're saying it like I should know what it means.
Oh no!
Right.
Grabbed by the water.
Feels bad. We have dragons now. Let's go.
I've been thinking about Raider. But what about our favorite guy? I mean,
A little bit back to your
worked on
side.
his machine for 20 years.
Some of you might remember this little boat from A Way Out.
To protect it.
This boat sucks.
No matter the cost.
Damn.
Is it just me or is
It's either you oversteer or you don't steer enough, and either way you die. Is that so cool? Is that
I
so
love
fun?
it's an extended Mario Party minigame. Like,
That's
that's
it.
really cool, no?
Sure, really cool.
Yeah, super fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We've actually gotten a lot better at it than we used to be.
Oh,
We
absolutely.
used to bash the walls a few times in the sharper turns.
And now, after this
Good for
cutscene,
speed, no?
I'm just gonna let go of the keyboard. I'm gonna let Ultra do everything. It's just easier. It may be a little bit slower in this next section down here, but it's just way more consistent, a lot easier to just let one person control it all. I believe in the cutscene it was the megalith that saw us and made this giant water stream. So and there we go. That's the end of the boat section. Let's go!
The boat gets absolutely destroyed. Thankfully.
Alright. Another way out section here. We hold E and catch each other. Right? Right?
No, not at all.
No, no. It doesn't matter if you hold E there or not. Either way, Zoe doesn't make the jump.
Or I mean us. Fly? It wasn't flying, silly. It was gliding.
Recovers very well though.
Oh, very much so. The spikiest tail on that dragon. You'll start seeing a theme with Zoe now in the next couple of sections, especially starting with this one. All of the next things that Zoe gets her hands on are really like just butting their heads into everything. I think it's the next, this chapter and the next chapter. And then it goes back to being... That's it. I can take a little bit more of a straight line path because of my gliding on Neo here. Which is very cool. There we go. Let's get Zoe across here.
There we go.
Very cool tech coming up soon for Mio. Small little thing.
Very precise climbing.
Very precise climbing, yes. Which looks sketchy every single time.
Hey, there's a side story in that cave. Yeah, let's cleanse it. Sucks leaving that side story, but these dragons need us. I agree.
So again, there is a lot of downtime in this speedrun, where it's just pretty much just moving to the next section along.
Does that mean we have time for a donation?
Absolutely we do.
We have $10 to the Canadian Cancer Society from ya_DKB, donating for our awesome split fiction speedrunning community. Thank you so much for that donation.
Thank you very much. It's very good to represent the speedrunning community for Split Fiction as the very first marathon run of Split Fiction in the world. Is a very, very exciting experience for us.
Alright, let's press on. Let's.
Ooh, there we go. Little early, that's okay. Nice movement, thank you very much. But we're about to get up to the section where Mio has some very, very cool movement tech. If I don't fail that. and just faceplant and die.
Bean bath came out quite exquisite.
What is happening? I'm not aiming properly? This is so sad. There we go. It's meant to be a wall run.
It is. Can wait patiently.
Yeah, you're fine. So what we do here is we're gonna send Zoe up to the top, as intended. Zoe's gonna tap that little section in the middle and then jump back down, and then I can get a bad jump on that. But I'm not high enough, I don't think. No, I'm not. Okay.
Nope.
Okay, stop throwing me into water. Alright, let's try again. There we go.
There we go.
And Zoe can just respawn right at the very top again. Very, very cool.
So, twins, huh? Well, me and Ella may look similar, but we are not the same. So she's the nice one? Hey, come on.
Small little jabs between them now, as Mia and Zoe are now starting to become friendly to each other. They've gone through a lot already. Mia was very much, I don't care about these stories, I just want to get out before, and now she's starting to get a little invested into the stories, which is very nice. But now we get bigger dragons!
And I get to fail at bee hopping.
Yay!
That is too much because
Yeah.
usually Zoe is just further ahead anyway. And we have to wait for Mia.
Now, if we all remember the last section that that we had in Zoe's world, Zoe had all of the skips, where this one, Mia has majority of the skips, which is very cool. There's some very, very cool tech with them little mushrooms there that we can bounce off. But unfortunately it is FPS based, and right now, as of the community voted, FPS skips like that mushroom launch are currently banned. It's very cool though, and I wish I could showcase it. Just some very nice movement there. The bee hopping kind of does mess with Zoe's point of view camera on my side. So it looks like Ultra is running in backwards and blind, but he really isn't.
At least blind.
Let's get back on here. That was close. I almost didn't make it. That would have been bad. And away we go into this next part, which I believe is where I can do a really big Mia launch. Which is not banned, it's actually part of the intended pathing. Kind of. So let's see if I can get enough height.
I can't wait to bring the Megabits down from the skies.
I mean, lots of traveling in this segment, I will say.
Lots and lots of traveling in this segment, absolutely. I think I am high enough. We're gonna go straight to that bridge over there. I can show you the world on top of this dragon.
Shining, shimmering, splendid even.
And it is just enough for the dragon to clamber.
Oh, that gave me a heart attack. I thought
It's
that was...
very close. It scares me every time.
Oh, the two of you make a great pairing. Sure, we're getting along.
And we're about to get into another fight.
Dragon Slayer. Is that an actual name or a job title? He was the megalith's general and executioner of dragons during the war. Sounds like some power metal lyrics.
There we go.
Come on, we've got this!
This is where the bee hopping on Zoe's dragon becomes very, very fast. Being able to quickly get in range to hit these crystals makes the fight go a little bit faster.
Arise, my critters.
Just a bit.
Feast upon their foolishness.
Having the nice open space makes it a lot easier.
Absolutely. I'm going to try and start focusing a little more on clearing out this space. So Ultra can get free reign to jump around. But this part doesn't really matter too much. Unfortunately, even if I aim perfectly, I don't think I can damage him at all while he's flying around. So it's just waiting. Oh my god, he almost killed me? Almost set me off the map?
Right, that pillar there. Good damage.
Oh, sorry.
No, I gotta get by him.
Oh, okay.
But I probably would have hit the spikes.
That's a lot of spikes in the way.
Almost went off the edge there.
He likes doing that. Nice damage, very nice damage. As long as he was sitting there, he was taking more damage from me, and I liked that. I liked that a lot. Let's go! That was quite nice, actually.
And the Goofy Goober is falling.
Fierce fighting, dragons.
The Dragon Slayer, defeated by a couple of teen dragons.
We sure are. Hey,
It's like they were born only an hour ago.
let's free it from Raider's grasp.
No, about 20 minutes ago.
True, actually.
I believe we can buffer this cutscene, even now.
Pull harder and
We can't let go of this, this thing here.
didn't see us.
Little AFK section for us. I can have a drink of my water.
How do we
As a trade.
Yeah.
We're well.
2 hours straight of running around. I can finally have a drink of water.
It's an incentive to run faster, you know?
That's it, yeah.
So, do you and Ellis
If you're fast, you get more drink.
Not really, but I talk to her daily.
It's a very good time to hydrate if you haven't recently.
Mm-hmm.
It reacts to acid.
Very cool sections here. Ultro might show off that you can actually catch some fish. Why not? Because you're waiting for Mio anyway. The gliding is slightly slower movement, but it can go so much further. So So I'm going to try and do a little skip here. I've missed this a couple of times, and if we miss it, we lose a little bit of time. But I'm going to try and break this chain. I missed it. That's so sad.
Dice.
No dice. That's okay. It does reset us just nearby, so we can do it the intended way. But if I do
Okay,
hit that
Richard
chain,
Bridger.
I can land on that little mushroom there, and get another boost back up, so I don't get reset at all.
Bound by regret and sorrow, old spirits
But
dwell within this temple.
it's a very tight window. I think I need to work on my acid aiming. There's a cool little skip that we can do here, which is going to skip past this first gate.
I suppose it's an ode to those
Don't need to worry about getting the ball for this one. As I can climb this rock and glide up onto this path. And just fly over this wall. We do need to be careful here though, because if we die at all, we'll get reset to the start of this area and have to do that jump again.
That is a good reminder for me, because I forgot about that.
But that's okay, because we made it!
final spirit still lingers. Cool.
Saves just a couple seconds skipping that first ball, and a lot of headache of messing with that little soccer ball there. I have not experienced it myself, but Ultro has vented a lot of frustration with that ball.
It's very awkward. Very, very awkward to move those around, especially on the rounded paths there.
Very clean movement there.
So, if we continue to disobey Raider,
And we are about to run into the next
who
boss.
knows? But he doesn't strike me as the type who takes no for an answer. Whoa, check it out, Mio. And then the side stories are
What do you reckon, chat? Do you know the difference between a turtle and a tortoise?
kind of want to. You know what? It's becoming a right.
No one really knows, surely.
And say, I don't have a clue.
In charge of the demolition. You have my blessing.
It's usually their environments, but you can also tell the difference by the shape of their feet.
Who's that angry turtle? It's the treasure traitor.
Because turtles have fins and webbed feet, where tortoises have blocky, round feet.
Sit down. You can run, but you can't hide.
Very cool thing.
Don't let it.
We only had 2 fire waves? That's the first time that's happened. That's cool.
It's very cool.
In the name of the realm, stop.
Although we actually saw him run off instead of float off.
Yeah, for some reason, sometimes he kind of just, like, floats away instead of runs away, if we're very quick.
Hamster wheel of heaven reminds me. Who's
Let's go. I've always missed what Zoe actually says there,
ally to the mech?
so I'm glad to have actually seen it that time. Hamster Wheel of Havoc is what she says. That's very unfortunate. I was too far away from the hand. Did the dive attack. That hit me? I'm sorry? Okay, there we go. We're fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Dragons 1, Huns 0.
Meow.
Definitely have a lot of fun speedrunning the co-op games, as you always have somebody else to bounce off. Even if you're having like a bad run, the other person usually makes it feel a little bit better, because you're not alone.
Keep together and make mistakes together.
Yeah.
Usually making mistakes.
And yelling at each other. How dare you? You messed that up. We could have world record.
Yeah, that totally sounds like us.
Yeah.
But how could you improve if you didn't make mistakes? So, you know, it's the...
That's true.
It is the process.
Any time loss in your current run is a free time save in the next run, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? That poor dragon. That was very clean. That was fast. I liked that.
The foot tried to pull out the spin move on me.
He tried.
Check out those golden grills. Thanks, Neo. Thanks.
I'm stuck. My movement was a little too good there. I got stuck on the thing that I was supposed to destroy. But that's okay. Nice. Apparently it is way faster just to rapid spin your flame, or your acid, I guess, specifically at that section.
The vomit.
The vomit, as we like to joke about. The terminally ill dragon throwing up everywhere. Oh. Depth perception is very difficult.
Y'all were insane.
Neo just feeds the dragon too much.
That's true, that's it. I overfed it in a
She
casual
complains
run.
about the dragon, but really she loves it.
She loves the dragon. It's her bestest of friends.
Just like puns.
In sync death. Oh, Mia loves puns. Come on, open up. There we go. That was a little bad, but that's okay. You got the trigger. That's enough for us. Let's go.
All we needed.
Here we go. Boss fight. There is a little damage phase skip that we can do in this boss fight as well. We just need to be very, very fast to try and get it.
Up and up.
Even though these little orbs do have heat seeking on this turtle, they can sometimes miss depending on his movements. So definitely watch out for that if you're going to be running through this. There's a very cool thing in this fight in the fact of we don't take enough damage to die at all in this. One and two should be enough. No, 3. There we go.
There we go.
And there's our damage phase skip. You can break the head very, very slightly with enough time to let Zoe crash into it, allowing you to skip a phase of this damage section. Very, very nice. So we only have 2 cycles to do. We just passed the first one. This is the second cycle now. This one requires only 2 shots, I believe, from memory.
There we go.
So missing that 3rd shot in the middle there didn't really matter, but it's always good to have a backup shot.
Don't worry.
I think that's one of our cleanest turtle fights in a while.
In a while, yeah. We've had some very scuffed ones before.
Very much so. This next section here is a very big auto-scroller. So if we have any other donations or shoutouts that you would like to do, feel free to do so as well.
Yeah, indeed. I would like to tell folks about a couple of the programs that the Canadian Cancer Society has. One that intrigues me quite a bit is the Cancer Information Helpline. It's a national toll-free service with trained professionals who can provide general answers to your questions about cancer or cancer prevention. You can live chat with them at cancer.ca or call 1-888-939-3333. It's really cool that they have a chat line available to help answer your questions about cancer. I think that's really fantastic. And did you know that about 4 in 10 cancer cases can be prevented through healthy living and policies that protect the health of Canadians? There's no time like the present to start making positive lifestyle changes to feel better and live longer. To learn more, check out Reduce Your Risk under cancer information at cancer.ca. And chat, I don't know if you're looking at the donation total right now, but we're about $125 away from our next goal. I think we can get there. We have still almost 2 hours left in this run.
Yeah.
We can get there before this one finishes.
Absolutely, that would be amazing to hit another milestone during the Split Fiction speedrun. So, chat, I'd love to see it and get on it. Always going for a very good cause. But here we are actually chasing down the megalith. That was our big bad, and that was the long story short.
True.
Short story long.
Megalith.
I feel like we're closer to him than normal.
How?
I don't know.
I did not notice it if we are.
Okay, fair enough. The really funny thing, in this section just here, we're about to dive into the water, but if we hold up, we will just barely tap the water and jump straight out. Dragon don't like water. I'm not sure if it saves any time, but, you know, it's fine. It's fun to do.
It looks impressive.
Corner a little bit too much there.
Hey, Ultra, there's a wall there.
I'll look out for it next time.
That's right, these spikes are the death of me every time I get too close to them.
I thought my dragon would do a roll and go through it. Right?
Oh, yeah. No, it's not the purple crystals. It was an actual stone wall. Can't do that one.
Then what's the point?
Okay. We're getting to the end of this chase sequence now. Once we're finished this chase sequence, we're gonna start trying to kill the megalith, as it were. Along the way, you might have seen some of the voice lines being like, oh, we're looking for swords. Once we get swords, we'll get more, you know, I'll find you violence and whatnot. We have actually picked up the sword. We molded it from the turtle that we boiled alive in molten gold.
Yep.
So now we have swords.
But where did it go? Just say look.
The tortoise.
Yes. I said turtle, didn't I?
You did.
Let's jump across. Little parkour section.
Dead end, Zoe! Hold on!
Oh, what? Huh? What?
Now we have the sword.
That's so bad. No. What was that? It's a very cool skip that you can try and do as well. It's a little annoying to get. I believe I got it first try in one of the practice runs, and then I've never gotten it since. Which is reliant on this cutscene.
Yes, oddly enough, there is a dev menu selection to do the next section without the cutscene. But if you do so, then you actually hit that we're about to do here.
Yeah, can't do the skip at all, so... There you go, Ultra's done it. It's that jump right there. I don't know how he does it, but...
That's my girl!
I jump at it.
Oh dear.
Keep pushing!
Oh, you've got it. You got it.
Hey.
Small little skip there. I gave you more camera room. Look at you
in with
go.
it.
You did. Haven't seen that before. It was helpful though.
Brutal! Boss fight! Move it!
So we can skip destroying that second crystal in the middle there. Skipping straight to the third one. And we're about to get into what we like to call the potato skip, but I don't know if that's the correct name for it. But I haven't heard any other name for this skip.
Potato skip. Great name.
Hold on tight!
So here we want to try and not get flung off, as he is trying to shake us off. And we're also trying to get as far as we can before he flings us off, so we can get a true cycle and bring our dragons in to help us out, which we managed to get. Which is very nice. And here we get to stab this final crystal in its head. 1, 2, 3. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3. What's happening?
Hello?
1, 2, 3.
1,
2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
There we go.
There we go.
1, 2, 3. Oh dear.
Why are we bonking?
Oh dear. I didn't count down, did I?
Oh, you did not.
1, 2, 3. There we go.
No potatoes.
No potato skip. You can actually do the second stab during the cutscene of the megalith reacting to the first stab, which then overrides the first cutscene with the second cutscene. Then your characters have a very, very funny animation. Because they're preparing to stab again, but their swords are actually embedded, and you need to do the mashing. It's very funny. But now, Raider has decided that enough is enough. We're going to lock you in on your own subconscious. So we are in the subconscious now.
Yeah. We need to find a way out.
We don't know what these stories are anymore.
Because if we don't, our brains will fry. No pressure.
We know, but the characters don't.
That's true. I'm going to try and do a little fancy skip here. Jumping under this laser. He is a little bit faster, but it's quite risky.
Look.
Whoa. I was standing in the pole there. That was quite interesting.
Caribbean theory.
Oh.
And now tasers? Something for sure wants to keep us out. Keep us out or keep something in.
smooth with it. Oh yeah. Very nice. These little platforms here, once they're glowing one of the character's colors, the other character actually can't grab them until it stops glowing that character's color. Which is quite interesting.
What do you think?
So when we both dived at that little pressure point there to get that boost, I did a couple of extra movement jumps to stay in the air for longer, waiting for Ultra to get through that faster.
Yep. I tend to try and grab it as quickly as possible.
And the orbs.
We have the droid balls now. These are very, very cool little
Handy
machines.
drones.
Handy drones indeed. This section, unfortunately, is very, very long for Mio.
Looks like we're infiltrating the ship. Yeah. Let's dig deeper.
The drone can hack stuff.
Very cool. Zoe's drone gets magnet powers, where I can hack into things. Very, very cool stuff. You get to see that quite a lot in this chapter.
Nothing ever breaks your spirit, does it?
A little bit of waiting.
Very clean. Trying to use the drone's weight to move them platforms in line, so Ultra doesn't take too much longer to catch up after the magnet, which is quite slow actually.
Something's brewing in here, and I don't know what it is. Thinking about who that prisoner might be. Not just that.
A lot of this section here is a lot of just good pathing.
Sure, we'll get some answers.
I get a little launch up in this section just here. That I can just
Section definitely
fly
has a
on
lot
this
of very
outset.
cool.
Yeah, very cool things.
Yeah.
I could just fly on the outside of that glass instead of going on the inside of that glass, which is faster. Kind of a tight movement there, but it's not too bad. This one is the bane of my existence.
Ellie's favorite.
The bane of my
Ellie's
existence.
favorite skit.
I'm usually the friendly type. Yeah, let's not get caught.
There's no way I'm gonna get this on first try.
That's... No,
There's
that looked
no
pretty good.
way I get that first
Go.
try. Let's go.
Yeah, I told you, your favorite skit.
It's so awful, dude. I hate it so much.
I just want to stress to the chat, that is very hard to hit the first time. Ooh.
You've seen the attempts.
Yeah, no. And I've seen how much time it saves. It's worth the attempt.
Very
Multiple,
nice.
Very slow sections there.
Oh yes,
by
very
doing
much so.
The skip.
That is a very speedy down the rabbit hole by us, I think.
Pretty sure.
A 202 down the rabbit hole. Very, very clean.
Huh, my drone's got a boat setting. You're like a multi-tool, aren't you?
See if Zoe can get that skip. Not quite. That's alright.
All aboard.
Just a small little section there that if Ultra can hit it, very cool. If not, it loses maybe a few seconds.
Better than going for the other skip, which wouldn't lose time, but is
frame perfect.
extremely inconsistent. frame perfect, and nobody's really figured out which frame it is yet.
It just kind of happens, or it doesn't. The frame perfect skips though, what happens is you land on that platform, the one right at the start, and frame perfect let go. Or is it frame perfect land on it or something? I don't know. Either way.
Frame perfect hit the magnet.
Yeah, frame perfect hit the magnet, which then, once you let go, you get a massive amount of speed vertically, and you just jump over the entire area. There we go. That is that done.
A lot of time, but it's just not consistent yet. There's a cool new skip here, where instead of doing the lava segment, we've learnt that with a dash and some good pathing, you can skip that entirely by going over the top of it.
Which is very cool. Makes that entire section way less stressful.
It's definitely a very tight pathing if you do it the normal way.
And now we have the very rare Mio skips.
True.
Oh no! I got myself stuck! Okay, we're fine.
Oh no.
There we go. Second try. Not too bad. Gonna be very careful on that edge there. And now I can just run all the way to the end. Because what we do here is we're meant to jump into the little gun that I jumped over and temporarily block out all of these cameras, which also have guns on them. That will kill Ultra, which he will showcase here in just a moment. But what we can do is, if we can get across to the end here, the game doesn't check what character is at this location. It just checks if someone is here, yes, okay. If you die, you respawn here. So we just skip that entire section there. And now, everyone's favorite, multiplayer pinball.
Multiplayer pinball.
Oh man.
Oh,
I know what this is.
you went a bit fast for me there.
Playing a lot of pinball.
There we go.
What I think you're saying. Yep. Let's hit the jackpot.
Oh my god, there we go. My bad. Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
Right down the middle.
Yeah, this section must be some kind of lock.
A little bit of a brain fart.
You think we're inside that locked gate?
That's okay. It's a long run. It's kind of expected.
To a lock. Well, that makes about as much sense as everything else.
Some very clean, optimized movement there. Just being able to jump up to the next section without using the intended route.
I tend to play it when I eat there. Sounds like a healthy distraction. Yeah, but the food they serve isn't.
Managed to roll around there.
Oh, very clean with that. That was close.
It's a little. Shaving a little off the sides here and there.
Little too much off the top. If you know, you know.
Still got it.
Whee.
So, you ever beat the high score? Oh yeah. Nowadays I only
Okay.
do it
Oh, it's right there. It's right there.
Sounds like life.
No!
No! The cycle.
That's so sad.
Doesn't lose any time to go for, but would have been nice to make it.
Yeah. Hey, did you know, chat, that pinball has a boss fight setting?
That thing. I think we got detected.
Cool.
Get out of there, Zoe.
Very nice, clean jump. Just that last section. Don't have to use the flippers at all.
Damn. I thought I would make it. No. Where's that put us?
That's not good. That's not great.
I really thought I would make it. We'll go for the red one.
Oh,
dear.
What was that? Whoa, what?
Don't worry about it. Things.
Very clean.
Love to see it.
Very nice.
Very interestingly there, there is a correct path. And the correct path is the right one.
Yes. If you end up taking the middle or the left, actually loops you back around to the same spot. Which is not great.
That was a bit weird.
Wacky movement is wacky.
There we go. Oh dear, that's not great.
Nope.
Why did I let go of that one? Brain is not braining today.
It's the stress.
That's it.
The anxiety.
Too many people.
Performance anxiety.
Oh, very clean. Good job.
Managed to get the timing. All of that to open a single lock.
Yeah. Isn't that so cool? And
And
immediately...
still the lockpicking lawyer will find a way.
Yeah, truly. Immediately into a boss fight.
What now, Neo? I don't know. Just stay alive.
Would be a good opportunity for reading out any donations or notifications.
Yeah, I'd like to tell folks a little bit more about the schedule for tomorrow. After all, this is the last run of day 6, but we do have a whole other day of runs still coming. We'll be kicking off tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern with The Messenger. Super cool indie game. Excited for that one. Then we've got some Castlevania, some more Mega Man. That bid were between 4 and 5, which right now is tied. It is tied perfectly, so a single dollar could change that very easily. We got some Super Metroid, some other things as well. We got some Sonic, Pokemon Violet, I'm excited for that one, Super Mario Odyssey, and of course our finale tomorrow, Super Metroid Map Randomizer with the Save Kill the Animal bid war. Right now, Save the Animals is in the lead by about $225, so if you want to see Kill the Animals win, you could start working on that now, or if you really want Save to win, you could make that gap even stronger.
So then we just try to use a new skip that we're not quite comfortable with. You can get the boss to shoot the same platform very, very quickly in quick concession with jumping across the platforms together at the same time. We haven't practiced it much, but there, Ultro did manage to get one right at the end. Even though he did die, it was the last one. That was the only important thing. So it did speed it up just a little bit. Just enough.
Oh my god.
Big bonk stick action out here.
Oh, very much so. Look at that. How about a home run? Again, this is one of the sections where you can just double jump and dodge all the damage.
Bonk.
Why are you hitting yourself? Oh, that was sick.
Very nice. Again, with the reduced enemy damage, the only thing that you have to be worried about with this fight is falling off the edge of the map and the flamethrower that he shot out of his hand just earlier, as we were hearing about the schedule for tomorrow. Nothing else in this will do enough damage to kill you with reduced enemy damage. So here we're just standing on the very edges of the arena, watching him just get close enough to damage us and then turn around. It's quite funny. We don't have to do this again.
Didn't feel like
we
it
can't.
today.
We don't have to dodge that, but it's just funny if we do. So here I can showcase exactly what reduced enemy damage does. Normally this laser one-shots you. But as you can see, I'm taking damage constantly and not dying. Execute Cutie Pie is such an absolute peak boss name. It absolutely is.
And Mia says she hates puns.
So again, we actually have the ball droids over our bodies now, so I myself can hack into anything that is hackable, where Ultro can now magnet anything that he wants, basically.
The dreaded waist depot.
Oh, waist depot.
We are getting relatively close to the
flashing warning?
possible seizure.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are getting closer. We're not quite there just yet.
Not.
We will do a warning about that again once we get up to it. Just before we get into the section, of course.
Yeah. Just a good, gentle reminder that that one's coming up in a couple of minutes. Like 10 or so, I believe.
I'll be honest, I do not know.
That was okay.
Once we get close to it, we'll know.
Yeah,
Right there.
yep.
Finally got my jump up here.
Oh no! I'm bad at that final jump. Normally Ultra is already there for me, so I don't have to do that final jump.
Whoa, there we go.
No! I fell in the thing. Okay, we're fine. A little sloppy, it's okay. Probably need to go back and practice Waist Depot a bit. Just doing this very slowly to not fall in. Whoa, the magnet was so super rough there.
Yeah.
That's so sad. I got a very bad...
Jumped a bit too early there.
I did jump early there, didn't I? I noticed it as soon as I jumped. I'm like, oh no, that's not good. Okay. That's fine. Third try is the charm.
That's the one. Ooh.
We're fine.
Made it. That was very early as well.
That was very early, but it was better. It was enough for me to get the hack in. Mio liking dad jokes is also a nice detail. It is. She says that she doesn't.
Wait. Oh no. Does this truck think we're rubbish too? Whoa. Why do I carry all
So here, I'm just waiting at this door, ready to hack it, to unlock it for us. Meanwhile, Ultro is keeping us alive. Because very interestingly, even though I am hacking this door, if Ultro gets smushed, it kills both of us.
There we go. Here's a fun little detail though, that in that section, the platforms that Zoe has to push back upwards are scripted. It's always the same ones. Although I only get to see about 2 or 3 of them.
Depends on how fast I get the hack done.
Let's press on. Right with you. What's wrong with this prison?
Okay, not too bad. I saw the distance to the bus, I'm like, are we gonna make that? I don't know if we're gonna make that.
Very accurate bus catching details there, I'd say.
Very, very much so, yes. Again, kind of an auto-scroller here, which is a little sad.
I sense trouble, Zoe.
But we got a little fight here, which you actually get to hear another Mio pun, if we get it correct.
Hey, Mio! This core looks destructible! Off with you!
We got it too fast. We skipped the pun. How devastating.
Second core in the back! Great, let's get the last one!
Correct.
Get the core!
It's very, very funny in the fact of when Zoe says, hey, look, this core looks destructible, Mio responds with correct as she destroys it. Very funny. She loves puns. She just doesn't want anyone to know. So a small little skip there. The jump up here. Inbounds, by the way. Doesn't feel like it, but we are very much still inbounds. We're just gonna jump over all of these prisoner cages here.
Normally, Mio would be hacking them while Zoe goes across, but with this path, we can just completely ignore them.
Quite a good path, saves a good couple of minutes. I meant to get that droid over there. Oops. But we can just slightly make this jump with some coyote frames. If I can get my roll jumps correct.
Mm-hmm. In my notes, the skip is literally called inbounds quotation mark skip.
There we go. Very clean with it. Once we land here, we restart from checkpoint, and we teleport the little droid to us.
Farewell, Taserbot.
Farewell, Taserbot.
We're getting close now, Zoe. I can feel it. What do you sense?
That was a very, very clean
Hidden.
cell blocks
Something dark.
by us.
Let's reveal it.
Not quite a one-shot, but
Whoever
very
this prisoner
close.
might be, feels like we're gonna find out soon. For better or for worse. Right. If there was any doubt of where this prisoner might be.
Okay.
No hesitations there.
Jumped a little early there, but that's alright. Small little pathing skip here. Get more coyote frames there across that ledge. Jump around that corner. Very, very comfy. Very, very free. speedrunner's worst nightmare. Patience jumping.
Tread carefully.
You forcing me to be patient? How dare?
How dare you? In my speedrun? Very nice, very clean.
I'll clear the path. Imagine being locked up, trapped all by yourself with no one to talk to.
Got a little bit more hacking here. We got a very, very cool sequence coming up. Very Mission Impossible style with invisible lasers.
This section is a bit sketch because dying at any point during that will put you back to the beginning of the slide.
It's also a lot harder for Mio because you just can't see Mio. She's invisible. She blends in with the black background.
I'd never actually considered that before. But that's very true.
It's almost like neon pink and laser red, very similar colors. So you can't see where she is.
What a flawed rat design.
Very nice. And here are the invisible lasers, which I don't have to deal with, which is very comfy.
Okay, just memorize where the lasers are and it's fine.
Oh, he's clean with it.
Oh, let's go.
There we go.
Very nice.
Let's go. Very clean.
For anyone who has seen this elevator before, this is that sequence of numbers at the door. If you put that in, 1 is right, 0 is left, you get a secret hidden level called Laser Hell. It's awful. No laser hell. No laser hell bites.
Laser hell time. No. Unlucky.
We still haven't completed Laser Hell.
We have not. No. We never made it past the 3rd level.
Keep moving!
Oh!
How did that hit me? I stopped. Oh.
Laser hell sounds like a bad time. Yeah. Yes, it is. That's so sad.
This laser is the worst.
Laser sucks. But that's okay. This laser only sucks in this section. The laser is really helpful in the next section. Like right now. Because, oh dear, I control the laser. We might not get a good cycle here because I missed that one. He got one! No!
Quite unfortunate. You did get another 3, but they're so fast to start it, so...
Yeah. Okay, that's quite interesting. I was like, I wonder.
That is Good to know.
We're gonna experiment with that later.
How far down can you get Zoe without the game even registering anything? Huh. Bum, 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 bum.
Okay, so this is now your warning that there is going to be a lot of flashing lights, specifically in red, white, and green. Is going to be a lot. We're going to try and reduce it as much as we can, but there's not much we can do about it, unfortunately. So if you do suffer from any of these flashing lights, please look away for the next couple of minutes. We'll let you know when you can look back again.
Loving the sound effects for that though.
The sound effects are very cool. The flashing lights are not so much.
No, definitely.
For anyone else that is still watching though, all the pretty patterns that Dark Neo puts on the ground can be skipped over just by double jumping. Yet another one that you can just jump over. Very nice. Very, very fun little sound there. Pretty cool section there is that blade is the only thing that will actually one-shot you, except for then slamming doors, which Zoe can just stop from slamming.
That's the hand again! I got it! I got it! Swing away, Mio!
One a little early.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Leave me alone!
You gotta wait for me to, like, be halfway through the swing, I think.
Hurry, hurry!
I think so.
Oh, you see that little fancy move there?
I did.
I thought I was about to die.
The smooth slide onto the bridge.
Yeah.
I am your only future.
Now, Mio! Get her!
I'm fine on my own.
Wild stuff!
You're not allowed to be in here, Mio.
Now the tables have turned. This!
It is
just gonna-
slightly more optimal if I just stay on this starting platform and tank all the damage, but that does make the flashing lights a lot worse.
Significantly worse. It's the same as me, I can just stand in all the damage here, but the flashing lights are not very, very nice. So trying to reduce it as much as we can. Yeah.
You're not good enough. You can't do this to me.
Pretty much here, I am hacking my own Dark Eager body. So Zoe can do enough damage to knock her out and finish the fight. We're pretty close to the end of it now, just another 2 cycles to go. Coming to the end of the fight here in just a moment.
We're back online, Zoe!
It's a fun section here where if both players were to mash at this section, they'll actually be fighting each other. Because
Yeah!
Mir is still in control of Darkmere.
And that is the end of the major flashing lights, so if you did look away, you can look back again, and it is all gone.
Look at those statues, though. Yeah. And what's the meaning of these tattoos? No idea.
Back to Zoe's mind with the fantasy, which is better.
Yes, this looks so much better.
Happily ever after.
I love rocks and moss.
It looks so good. Yep, totally.
And slightly blue tone lighting.
The gold gate's cool though. I like that one.
It does look very pretty.
But now we get these little companions to help us through the level. Very, very cool. They very much like gold. They like grabbing onto gold.
Yeah. Who doesn't like gold?
A few people, actually. One of my best friends is like, ill gold. I'd rather silver. And that's fair.
That's fair. I think my sister is like that as well, actually. Prefers the look of silver. Grabbing an extra chain.
That's
a little unfortunate.
fine. We got it. It's better than me not making it, which has happened a couple of times now.
At least there is a one-player checkpoint there, if you do miss it.
Yes, which is quite comfy.
This is really beautiful, Zoe. So, you want to talk about your house? It was my old childhood home. But we moved out a long, long time ago. Any clues to why we're heading back there?
Oh no.
Oh dear. I forget, that also kills me if you die.
With the jump entirely. I go safe.
Yeah.
Can skip one of the jumps here, but it's a bit more difficult.
This jump here is usually the bane of my existence, so we'll see how well I do it in the marathon. And we get it first try. Let's go.
There we go.
I'm very happy that I am getting better at that jump. I struggled with that for a very long time.
Just trying to lighten the mood. I thought you didn't like puns. I don't.
Loves puns.
She loves puns. Walking on sunshine, trying to lighten the mood. Loves puns.
Executing pie.
Armageddon. Why did I do that?
I was wondering when you were gonna hit it. Yes, the answer is you weren't.
As you can tell, I'm slowly getting better at my my grapple cancels.
Like a laser of light.
I managed to
Right, Zoe.
beat you there, which is very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Let's carry on.
You saved quite a lot over the course of the run with the grapple cancels.
Absolutely. Ah, this skip.
The fun skip.
I hate this skip so much. I'm so glad that I can get it done now, but that took me ages. I got so frustrated at that so many times.
Was it before or after the accident?
Which is not a great thing, right at the end of the run, you know?
That's a clever trick. Huh. This is my star sign. And Ella's, right? Yeah.
I believe this flashes white here. A little bit. Not so bad. There's another part later that flashes white very brightly, which is not very fun.
I'll follow. Yeah. Thanks.
There's a little bit of a flashbang.
Also, Tozzle, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. I hope your stream was doing really well.
Another raid. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the Split Fiction Inbounds Percent speedrun. We're now in the second to last chapter. That's not great.
It's fine.
What the hell was that thing? I don't know. Don't crash.
Let's see if we can make this a very smooth ride. We managed to do it a couple of times, but we're still not consistent. Smooth as it can be, exactly, that's it.
Some chandelier surfing.
Love
Get
chandelier
some springs
surfing.
on that for some suspension, you know?
Ooh, little desync there, we're fine,
Ooh.
don't worry about it.
I find it funny that you, as the host, see the most desync. It's fine to me.
Oh yeah, we want to go left here. Dodge the giant.
Left, right.
Left, right, left, right.
Keep it steady, Zoe.
Can't help but have to ride on the snake there. We'll avoid it if we can.
I might disappear for a moment. I think I'm getting a forced Windows update.
Oh dear. Love Windows. Thank you, Windows. So cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
No problem. Well, if you
I do like
disappear,
chances with
it
Windows.
was it was good having you around.
Yep, it's not letting me. It's not letting me delay it any longer. I think I will put it through and be back soon.
No problem. We will see you soon then.
Right. So we got ghosts. I can work with that.
Only slightly concerning, given that I've also delayed my Windows update by a long time.
Oh dear. Not in the run, please. Here we can skip that middle statue entirely by just continuously turning this a little bit more than we should, flinging us around close enough for Zoe to grab this next one. Small little time save there. There is a jump that we can try and do all the way across. Okay, that's cool. Cool game, cool game. that we can jump across all the statues without using the chandelier at all. But it's very, very precise, and it's not very fun to do, especially in a full run. Oh dear, I failed my jump. But what we're gonna do here is we are gonna just jump across here, get to the end. It is a one-player checkpoint.
Let's not draw any more unwanted attention than is necessary.
There is actually a new way to do that jump.
Oh,
But
is
I
there?
didn't want to pull it out with a first try. Little optimization.
Oh, that's a huge crossbow.
Okay.
Not
We'll
sure
definitely
if it would
check
actually
that
make
out.
it easier though.
Handy in a fight with Ryan.
The second half of this cutscene we can absolutely move in, but it doesn't feel like we can, so...
So, it's probably safe to assume these snake monsters did all of this destruction.
And corrupted a ghost town.
We are about to meet some really cool characters here soon.
I don't like where this is going, Leo.
Characters that Zoe should call more
We
often.
have to face it if it's a simulation. I don't think I have the strength to do it.
I didn't have it to face my demon either, remember? Let me return the favor.
There's a very smooth little skip here that we can do as well, which is very, very comfy. We don't need to lower the bridge, actually, at all. We can just land on this saw blade.
Very safe.
So here, I'm going to stand at this gate and turn my camera around, because the camera will try and turn it around anyway. Better to be prepared.
Zoe, you see that gate in the distance?
Yeah, something's drawing me to it.
Is that a good or bad thing?
I'm not really sure.
Ooh,
Only one way to
barely
find out,
made it.
then.
Very nice.
But
Clean
barely
jump.
is still enough.
Zoe is not supposed to be on this side of the area. But with a very, very tight jump that we managed to discover, actually.
We did. But during that section, Zoe is not allowed to die, because it will send you right back to the beginning of the section, because you skipped it all.
Very fun.
Oh, yeah.
Like it warms my heart. Sounds like something inside you wants us to succeed. Something? Someone?
Playfully.
There we go.
Worm fella.
I don't know why I can't jump over these stairs to get to the next bit of stairs. Ah, very clean. Good job.
Timed it well. There is going to be a bit of a flashbang here.
The entire screen will fade to white, so do prepare for that. Right now. Welcome back from your Windows update.
From the depths of the Windows
Do you know where we're heading?
Oh yes, we're taking you back to where it all started.
Some very cool characters here. Mum and Dad, actually.
Don't you agree?
a couple of people that everyone should call more often.
Sure.
In fact, I'm going to be calling up my mum after this speedrun to chat with her and see how everything is going.
The snake monster?
Hell yeah.
Guilt infested Zoe's heart.
Guilt.
The Hydra grew bigger.
But why a
So some very cool new tech that we're still kind of practicing. We'll see if we can show it off here with this gate.
There we go.
I'll just keep trying to pull this and
There we
let
go.
Ultro run through to grab the next checkpoint. Instead of having to wait for all of the gate to open all the way up.
with caution?
Again, with reduced enemy damage, we don't care about the lava. Doesn't do enough to kill us.
Little RCP there to go around the checkpoint.
Why am I stuck on
go
a-
around the corner?
I'm stuck on a pot. I didn't slow you down though. A little bit of fun swinging here. Always very entertaining to do. We have also messed around with that to the point of we found out if we let go or skip one, the game would just be like, no, you were meant to grab that, and now you die.
Statues remind me
Yeah.
of something. Yeah. Where have we seen them before?
There we go. And now we are going to do something new that was recently found.
Oh, yeah.
That was an idea. don't do that part. We're going to launch Mio across to the other side
Great.
using them pots.
Little pot launch.
Yeah, a little pot launch, which is actually reliant on Zoe moving in the correct location so I don't get flung outside of the map.
Yes. You have to pull Mio along just enough to get her to launch and then step backwards so that she gets pulled back into the map. Or, well, stopped from going out of the map would be a better way to put it.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick RCP here. We believe it will make the center worm last a little bit longer so we can actually damage him. There we go. That did work. Very good. I'm glad that worked.
There he is. Probably
And the
getting
lava
more-
is not in the way. Lava is not in the way. So that was very nice, actually.
I probably didn't need to RCP then, but...
Probably didn't. But it's fine.
We can do it.
See, the damn your hollow shows how many optimizations we still have here. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. I love seeing what other people can find for optimizations.
Here we go.
The best part of a new game is just the like continuous effort towards getting the time lower and lower, I feel.
That's exactly right. Especially when the game is still only 6 weeks old and we've already reduced the inbounds to almost the same time as any %, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
Great team, guys.
A joint
With a lot of joints.
We are still in the race for the 3:30 time for inbounds. Oh dear. Swing all the way around. There we go. It's fine.
We have to play it a little safe to not...
What happened there?
I don't know. To not get launched out of the map,
Like that.
funnily enough.
But we did get the
That is-
checkpoint, so it's fine.
So what
Yes.
happens now?
If we reset the cycle at the beginning of that section, there is a path that will launch you directly to the cutscene up here, but it's wildly inconsistent.
Very, very difficult to hit.
Typically you'll get launched very high into the air and then get stuck. Or just die.
Let's meet halfway! You're not alone in this, Zoe!
So normally, there's a couple of lines here that trigger both me and Ultro to start singing the songs, like Meet Me Halfway. We're trying not to sing it because we're doing the charity run.
We do it almost every time though.
Almost every single time. It's super fun.
And they're synced up now. Let's go. Look at them.
Has anyone seen?
Perfect unison.
Yeah, that's it. Has anyone seen a Hydra head go pop? Well, now you have.
Friendship. Surely nothing could go wrong with cutting off a Hydra's heads, right?
Yeah,
right.
One by one. Very slow animations are very slow, unfortunately.
They're gonna let you know how cool it is.
Yeah, that's it. Very clean. Get the ballista. That's the third head severed. This is the greatest idea of all time.
Of course. Don't know what happened to me there.
You didn't get the wave launch?
I think I ended up underneath the platform, so it didn't launch me.
Oh, cool. Wait. Oh, it did work. Okay, cool. Sometimes when you get to the final platform and the other player is respawning, if you wait on your respawn a little bit, you'll actually just teleport to the final platform. So sometimes deaths can be fast.
But it does require more patience from the runners. Very difficult.
True. Moments of patience. The most difficult skill.
We did it! Yay! Hydra is dead. Let's go, right? We did it, right? That's it!
No more Hydra!
No more Hydra! Oh dear. And I think the Hydra's back.
With double the heads.
Oh my god, no way!
Who would have guessed?
Who would have thought?
I'm so sorry, Mio! Don't worry about me!
We are supposed to try and dodge these, but again, reduce enemy damage is kind of a joke.
Fun little fact here, jumping is faster in this section.
Specifically falling.
Yes. Gravity fast. Yes.
I had a very fun time in my last run in this section when I had some really weird graphical issues where I couldn't see the acid. at all. So I didn't know what was going to kill me and what wasn't.
You hear that? Could it be? It's the heart.
It's just a mystery, you know?
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great fun.
Reduced enemy damage is just an euphemism for God mode, honestly. Kind of true.
Or fist.
It won't save you from the bottomless pits, though.
No. Apparently, walls and bottomless pits are not considered enemies.
It's a situation where you're your worst enemy.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Stop it. We're not singing. We're not singing. To here, even though Zoe can't really move too fast here, it's still a little bit of time saved to move forward. So we can get this cutscene a little bit faster.
You okay? Yeah.
Even though it doesn't give us any movement at all when we start this part.
Stay in the light.
Oh, that was close.
That was very close.
So here, if either of us die at all, it sends us right back to the start.
There's still time, Zoe. Just a little bit more.
Thank you for waiting a little there when I got
Yep.
the mantle.
Yep, no, I got you. It's okay.
Restore the heart, Zoe.
And after the Hydra here, we are then on to the final chapter of the game.
Let go.
Our final confrontation with Raider. Because he enters our space bubble to try and kill us himself. I'm the one.
I'm one. Little snippet of his line there.
And hope that we can meet up.
Fun fact, theoretically, Mia can do that whole section blind as just getting obliterated by the rocks or whatever. Huh?
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Well, now we know what you're gonna practice, right?
No, I don't want to do that. No. I'm sorry, I am very slow here at the moment.
There you are. What the hell has happened to the simulation? No idea. But there's no
So this is a very, very trippy view. So take your pick, which one you prefer, sci-fi or fantasy.
Of course it's fantasy.
Choose your own adventure time.
Yeah. You were joking about that just earlier.
Raider's somewhere in here.
I was.
What's his next move?
All I know is he won't go out without a fight.
Let's place this somewhere.
But that mushroom,
Oh, what now?
this is messed up.
Little early.
Grandpa! Oh, a tree. Oh, dead end, Neo.
Very nice.
I've got something.
My dash timings are horrible. I keep rolling.
Recognize anything yet?
The genre, but not the story.
Oh, same here.
A little restart from checkpoint so we can get off the little propeller a bit faster. Or the flower, depending on what side of the screen you're watching.
Do you think there's even glitches anymore?
Let's hope. It's been our only defense against Raider so far. My thoughts exactly.
Huh? Plants eating flowers.
Very
So
nice.
the carnivore plant is a vegetarian?
There we go. Easy peasy on both of those.
I think that did the trick.
Does this make any sense to you?
Luckily, it does on my side.
A lot of the starting section is just us getting to the next point, but once we start confronting Raider, that's when this final chapter really starts going.
I gotta admit though, these frogs are cute. Focus. Get on the platform. Where? Let me handle this one. Don't jump. No, Zoe, no!
This is very trippy in the fact that I can see Zoe swimming in nothing.
Swimming in open space.
Yeah.
This is seriously messing with my brain.
I get to see Mia pull a mushroom out of the wall.
Yeah, I'm just picking mushrooms.
Yeah. Oh.
Got a big cannon over here. Me too, but I can't reach mine. Look around.
Very nice.
And shoot the fishy.
Fire extinguished. Sure.
Oh. Little desync moment I saw.
Oh, was there? I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, no, you're locked in. Don't worry.
I am locked in. Best view in the game, right here. Look how cool this is.
Oh, that's so cool. That's fucking awesome.
And now we can swap between sides.
Oh.
You hear that? Oh boy.
Now witness the power of a god.
Ow! Get over to my side!
You got dark mode and light mode on both sides. Kind of cool.
Yeah, isn't it? It's super cool.
Did he just throw a bloody...
So jump dashing here
Yes, you
is
gotta be.
faster. Specifically on this slide. There's a lot of slides in the game where it might be faster, or it might just slow you down. And this is the one that is fast.
Dragon.
Hold on!
And now I get to...
Of course it's fire breathing!
Wait. Ultra. Is the flip fast? It feels fast. Oh my god, why is this fast? I don't like that. I was just messing around. Why does that feel fast?
Why is specifically that fast?
Hey, it's the swimming mechanic again for 3 seconds that was introduced in the Zoe tutorial level and never again for the rest of the game.
True. We were very, very perfectly in sync there.
You were.
So the reason why the two sides of the screen were very, very different was actually because of it was Raider's AI building the story for us, and it just made no sense.
Go figure.
Again, with reduced enemy damage, these little damage cycles are actually just bouncy castles for us. Look at that. Whee!
Let's go. I like how his god form still requires a collared shirt and a belt.
Of course.
And dress pants. He could have been so much cooler. No imagination.
That's why he's
stealing the imagination from everyone else.
Yeah, that's it. With his machine.
He didn't like that. Head back to the grid.
Could have done my faster route, but lately it's been a bit risky, so just do normal, which is still faster than Leo's route.
It's very sad that it's faster. But I have to be very careful with where I position. I like to get a little too close and get smushed by his fist. Now we stay. Yeah, that means we got good damage. Nice. And back into our split realities.
Oh, that's trippy.
Get a very cool view here.
The end of this section is going to be very trippy because we're constantly jumping next to each other, making the screen continuously spin around. I ran a little too fast.
Easy now, little cell.
Oh.
You're mine.
Cool. Depth perception is very difficult in that part for me. I struggle with it all the time.
Yep. My senses are being tested.
But here, if you do find the screen shaking a little too much, feel free to look away. It's going to be doing this for just a little bit as we're jumping together here.
Because I got ahead, it is a little bit more stable than it usually would be.
Yeah, that's true. Alright. And now we get to see some very, very, oh no. I was thinking of the next part.
There's gotta be another glitch around.
A little auto-scroller here.
I hate piranhas.
On this section, yeah. It is a cool view for a lot of this section.
But it's very slow.
I found that it is very slow and very easy once you know what's going to happen.
That's it, yeah. This is actually a really good time for any shoutouts or donations as we are coming closer to the end of the run now.
Yeah, absolutely. Just to remind folks that obviously, of course, all of the donations go to the Canadian Cancer Society and their incredible work in terms of prevention and resources and advocacy, research, all these great things. But if you donate a minimum of $5, so $5 or more, you are entered in to win one of our prizes for this year. We have 4 games that are available to win. There is Street Fighter 6, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, so that's games 1 and 2, and Monster Hunter Wilds. If you want to learn more about those, I believe !P in the chat will tell you more about the prizes, and !Donate will give you the link to donate.
There's some pretty good games up for grabs.
The Mega Man Battle Network is an amazing series as well, I will say, personally.
Okay, so we're just... That's some pretty good damage, definitely. Okay, not too bad. did get hit by one, unfortunately. About average for our runs, I'd say.
Yeah.
Here's a very trippy view. Zoe is now on top of the screen.
Step.
A little bit of an auto-scroller here, but yeah, the view's nice, I guess.
Very cool
Very
screen
fun
effect,
for
to be honest.
yeah. It's very fun for a first playthrough to try and get through this.
Yeah. I was gonna land on that box and it went down.
Me panicking, thinking I had to hit like every box that I could hit.
Yeah, get him, Ultra. Kick him. Yeah.
And now we flip the screen a little.
So now I am controlling the angle of the screen to make gravity react. For Zoe.
Yep. Mio is the iPad child.
Okay down there? Yeah. In Mio we trust.
Do that slowly.
Go, go, go.
Very nice. It's always like really messes with my head.
How much more can this simulation handle?
I've kind of gotten used to it.
I always look back on my
Easier for me than it is
VODs.
for you.
Yeah, I always look back on my VODs and I'm just watching my model just react to the screen. Being like, oh, this way, now that way.
Here, just staying on the water wheel is faster than trying to do a long jump. Because of the wacky gravity.
There's a glitch above you.
That
Very
was
nice.
very clean. There we go. Surprise! We are now in the final split. So we are getting close to the end of the run. Who remembers the parking attendant?
Getting bullied.
Yeah, what did the parking tender ever do to you?
Give you a
Stop bullying
fine,
him.
I believe.
Pay a fine.
Maybe the parking attendant got Raider as well.
Oh, hi, parking attendant.
He's gone now. You remember the Hydra? He's back! Apparently if you go too fast here, apparently you can sometimes kill Mio. Don't know why. It didn't kill me though. The best little banter there at the end. Giants again.
Trolls, Mio. Troll.
It's Cutie Pie! Execute Cutie Pie! I will check the time after, but I think this might be a very big PB.
That would be cool. I do not actually have my timer running.
I forgot to connect my my other PC to my timer, so the recording that I am doing doesn't have the timer on screen, but we do have the in-game timer, which is what the mods will more reliably use.
Yes, as we learned from last run, live split can be a bit laggy on split fiction. Because
Very
my time is
interesting.
usually around 6 seconds faster or slower compared to the host.
Okay, so time is coming up soon. The moment that we squash the screens back on top of Raider, that's when timing ends. So we're about to get there. A fun little mashing section just to finish the game.
One final mash.
And that is time! Thank you so much. Let's go. I do believe that is a PB. That is a 3:33:03. That is a PB for us. We're now only 2 minutes behind the world record. Thank you so much. Thank you all for sticking around for this run as well. GG's. So thank you all again. If you do want to watch us do more split fiction speedruns, we'll probably also be going back into It Takes Two speedruns eventually as well. Do come follow my channel at Eliea944 as well as Ultro, which Ultro might be starting to do some streaming soon.
I definitely plan to.
And Zelen, thank you very much for sticking around with us and having a few little bit of commentary for us as well.
Oh, shut up. Yeah.
Anytime, I'm glad to be helping out.
And yeah, thank you to all of Strizer for setting this up for us, and as well as Cell for being here, being our host. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this incredible run. I, like I said, had not seen any of this game, and this was a magical way to end the day. This was so much fun. Thank you both. Thank you everyone who stuck around with us to the end here of day 6. That's right, this is the final run of today. We have raised now $3,623.94 for the Canadian Cancer Society, which is fantastic and incredible. But we still have one more day tomorrow. We have a full day of runs. We're going to be starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, kicking it off with The Messenger, which is going to be a ton of fun going into, again, we got some Castlevania, we got some Mega Man, we got some Super Metroid, we got Pokemon, we've got Super Mario Odyssey, some Sonic, and capping it all off with Super Metroid Map Randomizer at the end of the day. It's going to be a phenomenal set of runs. You're not going to want to miss it. So make sure that you tune in and come watch. But with that being said, I have been your host, Selkies Mind. It's been a great pleasure to be here with you for the end of today. This is the last of me for this event, and it's been a great pleasure to be here. Thank you to Strizer and crew for having me. We will go to a raid, so don't disappear. We are going to go spread the love off to someone else.
First one out of the
And we'll see you back in the morning.